Watch this.
Watch
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go rub. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
These guys are go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making blitzing so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about their club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That PF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That PF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Botese, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
What it do? What it do? It's Sunday night. We got a lot to talk about. We got had a great weekend.
Yeah, a lot of emotion running high.
Hey man, it's been crazy. It's been crazy, dog. It's been crazy. But you know what? That's what we love about Texas high school football. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never a dull moment. You know, I said earlier, this was the weekend that the bullies got bullied. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't just talking about one. It's several bullies got bullied this weekend. And
you're right.
It's just a great thing, man. We got the new kings of the South in the building today, and we're gonna bring them on and have a good conversation with them, man. I feel like they deserve it. This ain't about no coattail ride. This ain't about no we just now ride with y'all. This ain't about none of that. This is about giving credit where credit is due. And these new kings of the South, they need to be respected as that, and given, you know, and shown that kind of love as being that. You know what I'm saying? So, how's it going, Coach? I see you out of town somewhere before we bring the guests on, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Yeah, man, in Birmingham, man, chilling. Enjoying it, man. I got a chance to go sit in on Miles' meetings today, watch a little film. Man, it was a football day. Missed it. Ain't did it in a while. But, man, as far as DeSoto, man, they earned that. They don't deserve it. They earned it. Like they did their thing. So they earned it. Good football this weekend, man. I'm just blessed. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Pat Botese?
Hey, man, I'm in the building, excited, man. I think that was one of the best regular season high school games we got to experience yesterday during the game. Also, I just want to say, because I know the people in the comments, I knew the book was going to go crazy. I was telling Swaggy this on the sideline yesterday. I said, the book is going to be crazy after this game. But one thing I want everybody out in Facebook land is don't paint a false narrative out there, man. They talking about we just not recognizing DeSoto. DeSoto has been all over this show. Coach Mathis was our first guest last year, our first guest this year. Hell, DeSoto, Singleton's been on 4 times. DJ's been on a couple of times. Coach Biotti's been on quite a bit. The only people that person that's been on here more than them is Coach Todd, who's our reoccurring guest.
Exactly.
Hey, J Mac and Pat, peep this, man. We ain't got to defend ourselves. The champs are here. The champs are here. All right? They knocked the champs out. The champs are here, man.
They're here.
Yeah, they're here.
They're here right now.
Yeah.
So it's a fifth time.
Yeah.
Man. What it do, Coach?
Yeah.
What up, Coach?
Man, what's going on, guys? Good evening.
Coach.
Yeah, man. I'm just happy someone on the staff want to talk to us, man. Yeah.
Coach cool. Hey, Coach Biatti told me and Swaggy on the sideline, hey, I want to be on the Dub Sunday night. It was in the third quarter. It was somewhere. It was. No, it might have been the fourth quarter.
It was fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I told y'all when we walked off after warm up, we want all the smoke.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you did. And that's what's crazy, man. It's like every time you on, and really that's what, like the little homie Jalen, we gonna bring him on, man. Like, hey, it's been a thing going, man. When y'all say it is what it is, that's what it is. And y'all have pretty much manifested everything you said. And I think that's a beautiful thing, man. So before we talk about
absolutely,
let me bring in, hold on. First, I got to bring in the sack master, man. Mr. Kiki, dog. Mr. Kiki himself.
Yes, sir.
There he is.
What's going on, y'all?
What's happening, man? Kiki.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
You got a pass rush nickname? You got to have a nickname as bad as you
They try to call me the land shark sometimes. They call me that sometimes.
Is that land shark?
Yeah.
Oh, they need to call. Do they call you Little Kiki?
Nah, they just call me Kiki. That's it.
Okay. Oh, you need to be Little Kiki, man. That's a famous Houston rapper.
Yeah, you know about Little Kiki? Yeah.
They call him the firefighter.
Yes, sir. My favorite, Coach Ballard, tell us about Mr. Abrams over here, man. Because to be honest, we got some. Okay.
We got some feedback.
Somebody got some feedback going on. But to be honest, man, I mean, he's not new, but I will say he definitely reintroduced himself.
I'm going to tell you a little story about Kiki that nobody knows other than today when I told Coach Mathis and Coach Miller. Kiki walked into my classroom on Friday of last week. You know who we played Friday of last week, right?
Right.
Theater Hill. He walked into my room Friday of last week for about an hour in first period. We're watching Duncanville film, first period, last week. And he told me, he goes, Coach, he goes, I promise you, I'm going to get me about 5 sacks next Friday. He can't hold me. I'm telling you right now, he can't hold me, Coach.
Ooh.
Wow.
And I think he ended up with 5 or 6 sacks.
I think 6. Do you have 16?
He's got 17 total for the year right now with one game to go.
Hey, man, it was no question and no doubt about and that's no slight to nobody else. That just, it is what it is, right? The truth is the truth. You know, we ain't here to sugarcoat it because a lot of them sacks was against another P5 player. So that makes it even more impressive. Like, I know you committed to Purdue, but I tell you what, man, it got to be other P5 schools that saw the same thing I saw. You know what I'm saying? Like this man making it look easy against other P5 talent. So, you know, I expect Purdue to have a little competition. You know what I'm saying? Coming up. That's for sure. But hey, let me bring in the other one. Coach, I'm gonna let you tell me about my man. You know, we know plenty about this guy right here, man. This is my guy right here, man. This is 13 Savage himself, man.
Yo.
What's up, homie?
What's up?
Hey, we call you 13 Savage, but I think he might get to call you Mr. I Told You So. Like you been on point, man. You batting 1,000 right now about what you say you gonna do and what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's very impressive, man.
That's just a part of standing on business.
Yes,
that's
sir.
it. That's it. That's it.
And this is why this is one of my favorite players that we interviewed is 13 Savage, because he believed he got you know, Pops did a real good job, man. He's got a lot of old school. I like that about him. He's got a lot of old school.
A lot of feedback from somewhere. I don't know which one it is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, it sounds like an 18-wheeler passing by.
But tell me, man, 13, man. Kiki, Coach said Kiki saw what he was gonna do. What did you? Well, you already knew what you were gonna do, man. Just tell me what your mindset going in.
Okay, so like going into the week, like that Monday, I was told from an insider like they was gonna put me 1-on-1 and they was gonna press me because they thought that I wasn't physical. So this whole week, I'm like, that's the dumbest thing you could ever do. Is press me. And I knew once he went trips to that side, I knew what it was once I seen him come down. They had one safety high. Like, well, we knew what it was. We had already talked about this Monday, and we ain't even had practice Monday. So we did a good job just paying attention and watching film.
Yeah, I saw that. That happened twice. One time, 21. It was 21. 21 came down. He lined up it too high. Then he started walking down, and it looked like at that point y'all checked out of it. And then that's when you went deep. I think you did it twice like that, right?
Yeah, I scored twice, but that was on the same kid. But I don't be just putting kids out there like that. But
Well, yeah. I mean, we could just say the cornerback and the safety. That's good enough.
Yeah. But
was that something that y'all like really know? Like something that like Coach Carr said that when you saw the safety walking down, it was 6.
Yeah. For facts, like I knew like once we lined up, because me and my quarterback, we got a good chemistry. We've been playing with each other for so long, so we know what's up. Like we got our own signals or whatever. So like I said, he'll signal me, I'll signal him, and that's that. We just compete.
All right, let me go a little Kiki. Okay, good.
Okay, yeah, we could get his other score because that's the touchdown.
Absolutely.
Hey, did you see something during film that you was gonna be able to get pop one on kickoff?
Yeah, actually, we take special teams very hard. Actually, at this like most teams they be worried about offense, defense. They don't really too much care about special teams. They don't put in the time into their special teams. But us over there, we take time and we actually break down special teams film. So, like, we knew that a certain player on their team was their weakest player, and we pointed it out. And we knew that return was going to be there. So the first return, he caught it, but I didn't see it, and he got on to me about that. So the second return, I kind of took my time and kind of got the little memo of how they was going, and then once I seen the hole, I hit it. And I kid you not, the next thing I know, I'm going past the kicker.
Oh man,
that was a blur for that kicker. Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah. Hey, this goes to Kiki and Coach Biotti. What did y'all see? Speaking of game plan, because Coach Mathis, when we interviewed him out the game, and even Coach Carr was talking to Coach Mathis before we interviewed him, with some specific game plan things that they saw and that you guys exploited. What did y'all exploit on the defensive side? Because man, Kiki was back there all day long, bro. You probably had about another 5 or 6 pressures besides the sacks.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. We've had some. I wouldn't say criticism, but we've had some people questioning our defense throughout the year. There's a lot of things that we don't run when we don't have to run, and there was a lot of things that we were holding. We wanted to give Russell different looks. We wanted to move people around. We had a change-up for when we basically had 2 game plans. We had one the first half and one second half when DeCorian came in, because we know they can move him in the backfield. They can put him in the slot. They can put him out at wideout. So we had a different game plan for the first half of the second half. We knew that it was going to be a battle of the trenches. We knew we couldn't give CD a crease because he could hit it. Really and truly, I thought they were going to stick to their run game a little longer than they did. But our whole thing was basically gap integrity, stay outside on our rush lanes, be gap sound, and have the strong safety come and basically either reach the mesh point and become the quarterback player or become the running back player. Usually we rob the field a lot with our backside safety, but the way they were playing CD, it didn't allow us to rob that middle of the field as much as we wanted to.
No, and let me ask Kiki real quick before you jump in, B-Rise. What did you see from your standpoint? Because I saw a lot of stunting, slanting, a lot of different games that you were playing. It wasn't just rushing straight up. It wasn't just beating them with speed rush and stuff. What did you see, and what was the game plan from your estimation?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. He told y'all from the coach's standpoint, but I'm gonna tell y'all from our standpoint. So from our D-line, from us being the D-line that we are, the whole week we study from me personally and from my other 3 guys. We study each and every one of the offensive linemen. So we look at all their tendencies. So from going from 51 all the way to 50, we looked at all their tendencies, and we see from all of our guys who could match with who. So each week, our coaches don't tell us which side we go on or who goes in front of who. We pick who we want and who we want to dominate that whole entire week. So, coming from Monday, from getting our scouting report from the whole week, we seen, from what I seen, is could none of them touch none of our defensive linemen. Duncanville has always been big in the trenches, but this year they're big in the trenches, but they weren't who they've been lately in the trenches. And we have a small D line, but I tell you one thing, we one of the best D line that you will ever see come through Texas, to me, and we will be the best defensive line to come through Texas this year for sure. So basically, just going into this week with Duncanville, it was just about being disciplined throughout the whole game. Last week we wasn't very disciplined, but this week it was about being disciplined, watching the ball, and staying on to our keys, and that was all. I mean, they gave it up easy. We watched their tennis; they gave it up easy when it was a run or it was in the pass. So it was easy to really tell what we were gonna get after throughout the whole game.
That's an interesting perspective as far as, hey, we get to pick who we want to dominate. I like that. Let the players.
I never heard that.
Yeah. Go ahead, B-Rod. You got something?
Yeah, I got a question for you, Coach.
Sure.
It's not emotions running Saturday. I mean, we get it. But it seemed like y'all took the game way more personal than Duncanville. It's like y'all wanted the game more. It's like y'all took it personal.
I'll tell you what, man. I wish we would have played Friday because the look that those players had on Friday, I mean, I haven't seen that look since we played in state. They were locked in, focused from first period. They wanted to get out of that school, and they wanted to go to the field house, and they wanted to play. And when we came in, I told the kids, we called them up to the weight room, and I told them, I said, the older you get, this is a big game, and the older you get, these big time moments come fewer and in between. I'm at the tail end of my career, but don't let this moment define them. Don't let this moment be about them. It's about the team. It's about our goal. It's about winning district. It's about running through the playoffs. It's about repeating. I told them, I said, last year's team won state, but they fell one goal short, and that was to be Duncanville. Be the team that leaves that legacy. Whatever happens next year, whether we stay up at 6A or whether we drop down at 5A, this could be the last time you face them in a regular district game. Leave that legacy. And they went out there and they executed from play number one.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of play,
okay, go ahead.
Okay. I just want to ask this to Dalen. Speaking of play number one, and I told Dalen this in a mid-game interview, that I felt like that he set the tone for his team. He was the big dog for the team. He was that player that say, "Hey, I'm gonna put this team on my back, and we're gonna kick ass from the start." Did you go in there with that mindset, or are you that guy all season long? That's what you do.
That's really that's what we do as a team. Like I'm not gonna single myself out because as a team, they kind of helped me get locked in how I was because, normally we'll be going back and forth with the team during pregame and all that extra stuff. But as you can see, we didn't do none of that. So I was like, oh, they locked in on a different level. So that made me lock in even more.
I like that. But now I guess just to elaborate a little bit more, I do feel like every team has that tone setter. There's somebody like, I look at number 6 on your team. God dog, he got all the attitude in the world. Yeah. On him sometimes. But I just felt like from an offensive standpoint, you was the guy to say, hey, put that D on my chest. I'm gonna be that dog today. And then the same thing with Kiki. I told him on the interview after the game, they put that D on your chest. You was that dog all day. And sometimes it's by example, and sometimes it's by your leadership qualities. Sometimes you're gonna talk that talk and then walk that walk.
Yeah. Swag, you got anything? I know you probably got something. You the super fan.
Oh no, I just want to say 3 things. Number one, shout out to DeSoto Friday night for running out the red carpet with me and Boteezy in the press box. That was lovely.
Yeah, press box.
So shout out for that. Number 2, shout out to y'all, man. Keith, Dalen, DJ, JJ, all y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all just went out there and flatly kicked their ass. I mean, ain't no excuse. Um, I'm sure the whole world gonna say if the Korean played in the first half, it'd been a different game. No, I just saw a team that had that motivation in their mind. Like I was with y'all for pregame. Y'all was focused. Y'all weren't about that talking. Y'all want to go out there and leave y'all stadium one last time in the regular season with a win and shut up the critics. And that's exactly what y'all went and did. So y'all got my respect for that. That's about it, man. Now that's over with. That's time to focus on the goal and the task in head. Go defend that championship. Same go for them over there. 10-27 is done. Well, 10-28 this year. That's done. Now it's time for both of y'all to go defend y'all championships and be great. So that's what I want to see.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I thought you had a question for my homies, but hey, we'll take the speech. We'll take the speech. Great speech, Swag. Great. Hey, but I tell you what, Coach, I'm gonna play these highlights, man, and I'm gonna start with your defensive guy, Mr. Abrams, because I ain't gonna lie. Now, I'm not late on Abrams because I was posting him last year about some of the stuff he did, but like I said, in the pre-show, I had to apologize to Mr. Abrams because he should have been on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a dog. He's a dog. He's a playmaker. And when I was looking at this right here, I'm gonna put it on. I just want to know what y'all think, and I'm gonna have you just talk us through it a little bit. Come on.
Well, it's like me with the Wednesday night blues.
Yeah, internet slow. It must be the weather change or something. Internet slow.
Now, you know what? I might have to have Kiki narrated for me again. He the one. He'll be fine.
He might have to.
There it is. There it is. We here.
All right, J Max. I don't want to hear nothing on Wednesday night with my stuff coming through slow.
Yeah, I'm feeling all your pain, brother.
Oh, we got a good Fitbit commercial. What we got going?
Yeah, hey man, they gotta pay bills, man, because I ain't we're gonna let you. Here you go, Coach.
I'll tell you what, man. Kiki does this every day. Once he gets a heartbeat of your indicator, and we knew what the indicator was, and we told him during the week. But once he gets that timing, he has one of the quickest first steps I've ever seen. And we see this in practice every day from him. Sometimes we got to tell him to slow down a little bit, but he is one of the quickest first step kids we have, and I've ever seen on a DeSoto team.
Absolutely, yeah. He almost beat the snapback.
He sure did.
He definitely, and I'm pretty sure he heard this. He definitely give that Von Miller type vibes. Almost the same size. It's just a crazy get off, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's a hungry. And you can tell when you got someone that's just a hungry dog. And he's just out there hunting. It just Coach Carl, you gotta appreciate this. I know you're a former hunter yourself, man. I know you gotta appreciate this.
Oh, I love it, man. I appreciate the fact that he knows how to finish. The thing of a great pass rusher is never beating the man. You can beat the man. It's how you finish from the top of your rush to the quarterback. And he closes just as fast as he get off the ball. Yeah, he's special, man. And man, you have. Let me ask you this: what's your favorite pass rush move?
My favorite pass rush move is probably the ghost. Now it's probably to ghost or to ghost and bend.
Well, what's the ghost and bend? What is that?
Give it a little hizzy, then go down. Because normally, most tackles I go against probably a little bigger than me. So, as soon as they shoot those hands, I can be able to wiggle and get under them a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that on the previous play.
Oh, you mean just dip it?
But a straight bull run. So I take it you pretty good in the weight room too. Cause you just bench pressed about 300 pounds right there.
Well, he went speed to rush, J Mac. So that's a change up for him, right? So when he said you called it a ghost rush, that's when you just basically dip your inside shoulder and turn in the corner, correct?
Sure.
Yeah, we just call it a speed rush. But okay, I love the name. So that's your move, and your counter off that move is the ghost to bull. I'm assuming, or we call it speed to bull.
Yes, sir. Or then, my coach kind of got on for keep spinning, so I had to stop spinning a little bit. But that was one of my favorite moves to do was spin.
Well, I'm pretty sure you were spinning before you got to the depth of the quarterback.
Correct. Correct.
Still a good move. You just got to practice taking it all the way up to the top of the rush. Like when you get ready to dip that shoulder, at that particular point is when you put your foot in the ground and swing that outside elbow. That way he's either with you or he in front of you. If he's even or in front of you, then you can do it. If he's still behind you, you got to turn the corner. So that's what he's saying. Because the quarterback, if you spin before the quarterback getting outside, and then now you're making them DBs in trouble. Or he can scramble, right? So, Coach Bialdi got you right, boss.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's a beautiful thing, man. I don't see now, Coach. I know you the DB coach, correct?
Correct. Safeties.
With the safety, you had I didn't have the film, but you had an outstanding safety play from number 10.
Correct. 2 caused fumbles, one fumble recovery. Stopped CD from getting the first down on a tackle. Closed in on a couple of receptions.
Hey, that guy right is that something he's always been doing? I'm gonna be honest, that's my first time really just noticing him like that.
I'll tell you what. He played lights out. He's been focused. I send out video on Saturday, and then I check the progress of the video, how much video they've seen on Monday, and I usually quiz them on Wednesday. Mac has been watching film all week. He played lights out. This is the most focused, the best he's played all year.
That was kind of his coming out party.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I expect it every week now.
Oh, we say now you just added, huh? Well, you say, you're gonna mess up now.
Yeah.
Show me you can do it. Hey man, I know we gotta play my man. We got 13 Savage over here, man. We're gonna play him, and
yes, sir.
Yeah, we gotta play my man over here, man. And Coach, I mean, you a coach. You can talk offense and defense, right?
Yes, sir.
And so that, when it come on, man, I want you to kind of walk us through it, man, about these your players. You know what I'm saying? So we want to hear from the coach about his players. Is this it? 10 hours. Yeah, that's it. You might have to go through a commercial too. Oh no, we don't. We already off the muscle. There it go. He gone. My God. Oh no, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one, right?
Yeah, it's the Allen game.
That's the mid-season.
Yeah. Now you might have to navigate me through your is this it right here?
I think that's it.
From yesterday, I think that's it. Let me see. If we get a commercial, we'll know it's it. I tell you what, you did your mid-season right. You put that 5 yards of separation first.
Now, Jalen, this was against Codrick, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all know this. This corner right here was my safety as a sophomore.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. He is he did a little J Mac. He got a J Mac on.
Oh, are we talking about yeah, I know what we're talking about.
That was tough, man. That's tough to be on the stage like that, man. And I mean, but this is sports, right? Somebody got to win, somebody gonna lose. It is what it is.
Hey, Coach Beata, while we navigating through these commercials, how atmosphere at Eagle Stadium, was that the best atmosphere you ever seen at Eagle Stadium your whole entire career there?
I'll tell you what, this was one of the best turnouts I've seen at Eagle Stadium in a long time. I think when we played Miramar in Florida, we had a great turnout. When we played Cedar Hill, when we came out with the black helmets, we had a great turnout. But this is one of the best turnouts I've seen probably in the last 5 years.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was beautiful. I wish we could have that. And I'm talking about both sides. I mean, I love the crowd. And I told the kids, I said, man, we're playing on Saturday. We're just getting you ready for the playoffs. 2 o'clock Saturday, playoff atmosphere, playoff crowd. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's still the same.
I mean,
can't
all the
find no
Duncanville film in there, it's just chopped up.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Put it by itself.
Yeah, like the first play, it was the return, I think. It was one of them.
Started back over.
While you're looking for that film, we go against Booby and Singleton and Smooth, T. Bailey every day in practice. So let's make it. We make each other better every day in practice.
Hey, and then the amazing thing about this game is y'all did that without Tiger. You know,
without Tiger. Without T. Bailey for a half.
Yep. I mean, just amazing work, and just imagine when you get the full strength.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is right here.
Look at that separation speed right there.
Ridiculous, boy. Set it off.
That's the 4x1 right there. Look at that 4x1 handoff. Let's go.
Hey! I do got something for you, Singleton. Dalen, 13 Savage. Now, I watched this morning. Did you watch the WFAA version of this game, the China 8 version of it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see when they talked about when you let that ball go at the 1 yard line?
Yeah, they said I let it go at the 1, but I got a side view that say I was across the line. But I know for a fact I won't be doing that no more though.
Yes, sir. That's what I was gonna say.
Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more.
Yeah, I ain't doing that no more.
Yeah, and I had to go back and rewatch it. We watched that. You did cross the plane, but I did like a foot.
Hey, you got to start giving the. Yeah, I need you to start giving the ball back to the referee though.
Yeah,
just go put it in his hands, not to leave no doubt. Say here, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, next time I'm just gonna hand it to him.
For sure.
I know your eyes had to get big when you saw that hole, man.
Really, not really. They didn't really get big because, like I said, like when the play was developing, I was just being real patient with it.
Right there, look at that burst.
Right there.
It's over.
Zip.
It's over.
Hey, did you know you had a 2-way goal on that?
Yeah, I seen it, and then I kind of seen the other dude that was on the other side of the kicker in my side eye or whatever. So I just hit the right.
Yeah, you was like, okay. The way the second dude was stacked, he had a better angle.
Yeah,
on that
it was
side.
a possible way of him shoelacing me.
Yeah, I got you. Now that's good to see.
Hey, you know what's funny? One play that hasn't been talked about by anybody that I've heard is a fake punt.
Boy,
no, yeah, we're gonna get coach. That ain't even. It's another play. Yeah, it's another play that happened before the fake punt. That ain't nobody talking about.
I feel like y'all talking
before the end of the half. Before the end of the half, when y'all was setting that whole play up.
Yeah. And you're right, Coach. I thought that fake punt was the dagger. I remember I told, and shout out to my little homie, Do-Rag Media.
Yeah,
I told him right after that fake punt, I said, it's a wrap. And he said,
yeah.
And he told me, he said, you sure? No, man. No, it ain't over. It ain't over. I said, bro, it's over. When you do
that was that South Lake Carroll type of play too, man. Y'all pulled that.
Say that. I remember you saying that right there.
Well, think about it though. They was already up 2 scores, right? It was too far for a field goal, right? And it was too far for them to go for it on 4th down. So the fake punt was the best situation because they didn't have nothing to lose. They was already on their side of the 50. They what was y'all inside y'all 30 or right around y'all 30 or so?
I
So
think
it's
right
not
above the
like
30.
yeah, that's if you dude, that is perfect field goal on a fake punt situation. That when you want to call it to the T textbook, that's when you do it.
I
Because you
want
didn't
to
have
point
nothing
out.
to lose.
Yeah. And when people want to talk
Great,
about
great
coaching and
call.
stuff, we spend 15 minutes a day on special teams.
Yeah, that's a great call, coach. That was a great call, man.
Yeah.
Coach, I want to point out one play that I believe that could have blew the game wide open from the beginning, and that's that 37. They went 3 and out, but you got a personal foul. They extended the drive and they scored. What you think about that one?
Yeah, you know what? We and this came back to Mr. Professor Diggs. We showed him a video pregame. Nobody saw the original pregame video we showed, but it showed Professor Diggs talking about how undisciplined we are and the personal fouls that we get. And we showed the kids, and I said, "That's what they think about y'all. That's what they think about. They think you're undisciplined." I said, "Don't let them be right. Don't let that cost you the game." And then that happened, and I'm like, we just showed them the video. We just showed them what they thought of. But our kids were so hyped up the first 2 quarters. I mean, we had to spend more time trying to calm them down, try to get water and Gatorade in them because they were just drenched in sweat because they were so anxious and ready to play.
Coach, you
And
know you
another
gave
play that nobody talked about, we saw it slow motion right before DK scored that second touchdown on that slant that almost got picked off. In slow motion, the play before that was a fumble. He was on top of the linebacker when he got turned around and fumbled the ball.
Oh
They
yeah, you
called him
talking about the one
down. Next
where
play,
y'all
they throw the
almost
slant through Bud's
yeah.
hands. He tips it. The Corey scores. You know, it didn't make a difference at the end of the game, but
That was
that
a
would have been the
fumble.
killer right there.
Yeah, that was
because you know it's football, so DJ was down. You know what I mean? So
Hey, but let me tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you a big play of the game. This is a huge play of the game, and it's funny too. It was a penalty that actually helped. That went against y'all. That actually helped y'all. I believe it was like 3rd and 20. Y'all got like about 17, about 15 to 17 yards of the 20, and it would have made it like 4th and 5, and y'all got a sideline warning. So it brought it back and made it 3rd down again. And then y'all
Correct.
got the 1st down off of that. So
Correct.
that penalty, in a weird way, helped that drive keep going.
No, it wasn't just that. That was also the same play of the call.
Right.
That was also
yeah,
the DJ call. That
yeah,
Yep.
that's what.
It sure
Yeah,
was.
that's what got it. Yeah, it was the same play. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this, man. Coach, to kind of go back to discipline. As we were sitting there watching the game, I counted about 45 to 60 yards worth of personal fouls that led to 21 points.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Right.
Correct.
So you had 2 field goals, and then you had like the touchdown, and then you had when y'all missed the field. When y'all missed the field goals, a penalty before that pushed y'all back, right? And then y'all missed the field goal wide right, and then they scored. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you're right, man. I mean, and really, I know you be beefing with Diggs, but Diggs is right. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that definitely has to get cleaned up. Even though y'all
Cleaned
can
up.
still do that and win, you know what I mean? It's amazing and absolutely beautiful. So I mean, keep being roguish, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's what the offensive line said. That road is like,
Right. Keep being roguish.
Hey, shout out to Marshall, man. Marshall. Oh, imagine that another another DeSoto player that we had on the show, Marshall. He said, he said that D line like to be roguish. Is that right, Kiki?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Coach. You know, You don't see too many people that rub their belly every play they get. You don't see too many people that do that. You don't see too many people shake their hips after every play. But hey, we got our own little thing. But when it's time to line up, we're gonna play smash mouth football. That's what we taught to do by our coach. Every play, every day, go to practice. It gets boring. We got to do base reaching down, but it helps us get ready. So shout out Coach Miller, man. He helped us win that ball game yesterday for sure.
No doubt. Shout out Coach Miller.
Hey
Well,
guys,
I will say this: 2 days ahead, there is a new number one on the Swagger Report rankings. That's not named Duncanville,
Well, breaking news, right?
and there's also the new number two. There's a number two that's not named Duncanville also. So you'll see that Tuesday night.
Okay. But
I
hey,
can give you
Coach,
a hint who it is. I can give you a hint.
This is not infomercial.
Hold on. I can give you a hint. Who the new number two in the team is. I can just say they got it coming with golf.
There you go.
ooh,
There it is. Show that belt one more time.
I like that belt.
Show that belt one more time. That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
I like when teams show the belt after they win. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I like that when they show the belt when they actually won the game.
Oh wow,
Right there.
that's a shot at. That's a shot at Carter.
13 Savage and Kiki, I got a real quick question about y'all about this year's team compared to last year's team. I know y'all won state last year, but does this team feel a little bit different than last year? Does it feel? I feel like the attitude is it's a little bit different than last year. It feels a little bit different. How does it feel?
we've all played together. Those guys are a little bit older than us, but this 24 and 25. We played against each other. We practiced with each other every day. We used to go to out of town to Florida with each other. That's what we used to do. So it's kind of more actual brotherhood than it was last year. Those were our brothers, but this year it's more like, it's like we grew up with these guys. So it's like, we had to take care of one each other, So that's how I feel.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, man, when we was growing up, man, it was like everybody played Little League together. And we ended up going to the same high school, same middle school. But we've been knowing each other for since we was like 5 and 6 years old. Is that kind of how they see us with you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's a lot like that. We all play for the Dogs. That's where we all originated from.
Yes, sir.
Not trying to throw no shade, but could nobody beat DFW League in Texas?
Shout out to Miss Dapper to go.
Shoot, not
even
even
to go.
Not even just Texas.
Play.
Not even where they
Not even just Texas. Florida too. We went down there and took over that too. Don't forget.
Was y'all part of that team that went to Atlanta with Remote as the coach?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I caught the game when it touchdown.
Yeah, I just saw that video. Zombieland redropped it this year. That was pretty dope trip and video I saw.
Now, Coach, I'm gonna ask this, man. I was gonna say this for when I discussed this after y'all left, when we talk about the game with the other guests. But I do want to bring this to you, right? Did y'all think, like honestly, could y'all have thought that y'all would just really totally outcoach Duncanville the way y'all did?
This is the same piggybacking on what they said. And this is what went through my mind. Some of these coaches have been together for 5-6 years. So the chemistry is there. I was so tired yesterday. It felt like the state game. But me and Claude, I was thinking something and he was saying it. I was saying something and he was thinking it. And I was doing more running around, doing management stuff. Because in my mind, I'm over here talking about ball security with the offense. I'd never mess with the offense. I never mess with the offense. I'm talking about AB, get him on the bench, get him hydrated. I'm talking about their stuff. Me and Claude were talking, and we were saying the same thing before we said it. So I think the chemistry of the coaching staff has been together. We know what we're thinking, and we're open to each other's thoughts. And I think that's one of the biggest differences. We believe in each other. I've been with Coach Babineau since I was at Conley. Not only at DeSoto, but we were together at Conley. Coach Babineau was with Coach Mathis at Marshall. Coach Chadwick was with him at Marshall. Coach Williams with him at Marshall. I've known Coach Sweeney since I was in Galveston. That was my second year coaching in my career. I've been coaching 22 years. So the chemistry and the brotherhood that we have with each other is just like the kids' brotherhood. So we know what we bring to the table. We know what we have. And we've been here around this area so long that, like I said, we don't fear no one, and we'll take all the smoke.
I just thought that was like one, and I wasn't gonna say that with y'all here, but I just felt like since I got you here, I might well ask you because now I'm curious. I thought that was it wasn't. I didn't think talent was the definitive advantage. I thought coaching was the definitive advantage that y'all had in that game. I saw a better game plan, and I just saw. I don't want to say it like that. I just really thought that you guys had that was just way more prepared for everything and execute.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example. They came out in heavy one time with KD at Wildcat. We were lined up to it. They shifted. We shifted. You know, they got a penalty if they got out of it. But if he would have ran the ball, that play was dead. Not only did we prepare for that play, but we thought about 4 or 5 other plays that could come out of that play and practice for those plays. Even though they don't run them, even though they don't throw the ball out of that formation, we worked pop pass out of that formation. We started thinking of every possible wrinkle they could throw at us and worked it and worked it and worked it. We really didn't have individuals this week. It was a lot of team. It was a lot of run fits. It was a lot of cover down. It was basically one unit working together all week long to making sure that everybody knew where they were supposed to be.
How Coach Biagi said that, like when so before the play started, when they came in heavy, Marshall called the play, and CD and they all looked at each other. And he looked at the sideline. And he called it off right there because we prepared the play. And like we called mostly I will linebacker. He called every play out before every play throughout the whole game.
Bro.
And to me, and Coach Carr might have to he might have to follow me on this being a coach on the level he's been at. But to me, just listening to Biagi and seeing the game, it just shows me that one staff and maybe another staff thought they already had it.
Okay, so here's what I think. I think one staff, all right, both teams were playing with deficiencies, right? So they didn't have Tiger, but they already knew they weren't going to have Tiger. So that was never going to be an issue, right? But they knew that they didn't have the Corey. So I think what ends up happening is you're also looking at how important not having your best player on the field is to your play call, right? And then you also looked at one team or one staff that came out in different formations and gave them different problems formation wise. And once they gave him on offense, so once they gave him formation problems, it took Duncanville a half to adjust to it. And I think at that particular point is more what you're talking about is one team was more prepared. Yes. I think one team took a little longer to adjust. And I think one team had have you ever read this book by Bill Walsh says the score doesn't matter?
No, I haven't read it.
All right. So in this book, Bill Walsh talks about being prepared for every phase of the game. Every phase. From when a player gets kicked out, from home field, from the weather, to all type of stuff. If the backup comes in, what you gonna get? It just seems like every phase of the game, DeSoto had an answer. And I think it caught Duncanville off guard a lot of times. And I think Duncanville became reactive and never could really truly catch up to the second half. And that's what I thought. Just watching the game.
I'm finna kick this shit all 100, and I don't give a damn who gets mad about it. on social media yet or not. One team came on the field to play football. One team one team won a game on paper. Simple as that. One team stepped on that field and said, "We're not losing to these dudes no more." You got seniors who say we lost to them last year, we lost to them the year before. They embarrassed us in the playoffs. And you got one team that say, "Hey, we playing DeSoto. This will be over at halftime." I seen memes all week. CD gonna be eating chips at halftime. They gonna be signing autographs, kissing babies. One team said, "Hey, we ain't doing no talking. We should go on our home field on our senior night and whoop their ass." And that's exactly what they did.
Yeah,
Point blank period.
but to that swaggy, even in the group, I even said, I was like, man, this is gonna be a close game. I don't see where the blowout talk coming from. But I did pick Duncanville to win because of the previous years. But for the blowout, I didn't see no blowout. I said it's gonna be a close game. You know about. It was out of emotions, man. But I never seen no blowout from the get go. I thought it was gonna be a good competitive game.
Well, I think, man, again, Swaggy, I just think that if you look at that, I mean, we talked about it Wednesday, right, on Pat's show. We said, hey, listen, man, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to Claude and Coach Samples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it came down to. So from a coach's standpoint, I think, when you look at that game, it was things that Claude has and he even said it, things that he wished he would have done in the past that he didn't do. You know what I mean? I think he consciously thought of those things and prepared for those things. So I just think that there were a lot of things preparation wise. And then, hey, when you throw on the kids are the kids. They're going to be the most talented kids to step on any football field anywhere in America, right? When they step on the field, if DeSoto not playing Duncanville, they're going to be the most talented. If they play in Duncanville, they're going to be equally as talented. So when you add that extra element of the coach and then that energy of we haven't lost, like the worst feeling in the world, and I'm just telling you. But when we played Ohio State, man, people talk about last few years, Ohio State has been running Michigan.
Yep.
And when you finally get that win and you're finally able to turn it, it does something to your program. It does something to your team, your community, to everything around it. And I just think that at the end of the day, man, they got tired of getting whooped. Claude got tired of losing the samples. They was prepared for everything that could come out of that game. And those kids bought into everything that was being sold to them by their coaches. I don't think outside pressure, yes, because they hear it, but they hear it every day. They've been hearing that for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm gonna give it up to Lee, and Lee kept saying these teams are different. Lamont kept saying it, so I mean, y'all different.
Hey, shout out to Lee Feaster, man, and Lee Feaster. We watched the whole third quarter together. Believe it or not, me and Lee was standing side by side talking every play. I'm talking about we were going every play in the third quarter, side by side talking about it. And like I said, that's a very good guy. Lamont, that's the homie. He been telling us this ain't the same.
Yeah.
People have to put a bad jacket on me, but I could have sworn I said DeSoto has closed the gap. Now, how far, I didn't know.
You did say that.
I said DeSoto closed the gap, right? But now, did I know that they not only closed the gap, but hell, they'll open their own gap. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna be honest, unless you're a DeSoto fan or a player or a coach, ain't nobody else saying that. Who else said that? Coach, you heard anybody else say that? That wasn't in your count?
No, I heard people trying to judge the varsity by what happened with the freshmen and the JV. And what's funny about it, the JV Birdie lost, not knowing that 8 of those starters are true freshmen that should be playing with the freshmen, but got moved up to JV. So the future is very, very bright at DeSoto.
Oh, yep. ain't no doubt about that.
No doubt.
I do, and this might be a conversation for a later time. But yeah, I do notice that y'all did when we had when we had Mathis on last year, he said he wasn't going to put freshmen on varsity, right? So I do kind of wonder what was the mindset change with that, which it makes sense if you want to escalate their readiness, right?
Right.
For big time football. Like what Booba is going through now, people might say, well, he ain't doing that. But the stuff that he's really going through right now was practice, game reps. You know, he get his plays in here and there. You're gonna see the difference next year.
Correct.
He gonna look like a veteran next year. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I'm just wondering, when did that change in philosophy come?
I think really, in DeSoto's history, since we've been here, we've only had 2 freshmen play varsity. Nick Orr and KD Nixon.
Right.
And KD scored a touchdown
Nixon,
on a kickoff as a freshman. Nick was thrusted into a starting role because the starting safety had 4 concussions in a couple of 5 games. It's very, very rare. But I think Boobie is a very rare talent. He's only a freshman and he looks like a grown man. Can you imagine after a year of development and weight room? Because right now he's getting all the mental part of it. And that kid is a sponge right now. He shows up for film. He stays longer for film. He does Zoom for film. We got Kingston, a running back, freshman, who I think is going to be very special, who can play safety and running back. So we got kids, but those kids aren't out on social media being braggadocious, and we let everybody think what they want to think about the other programs. We taking care of us. We're worrying about us. So we're not worried about a freshman score and posting it on social media. We're champions because you got a freshman victory, or your freshman team went undefeated. Well, if we take those 9 true players and put them at the freshman level, it could be a different story because now you got Boobie, running back. You got 2 running backs, 1 JV, 1 freshman. One JV, 1 varsity. You got 2 D linemen who probably be varsity next year as true sophomores. You got a cornerback and a receiver playing both ways as a JV player who's a true freshman. We take care of us. We're trying to build us. We're trying to build depth in us. We're trying to build the future in us. And I think that goes back to Claude trusting the coaches. Me and Claude being together for, 15, 16 years. Always thinking ahead of what we need and what is the possible outcomes. Me and him I woke up this morning, and this is just us thinking. I said, if we stay undefeated and certain things fall, we can do something that hasn't been done by a lot of teams. We can be national champions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And Claude said he woke up at 3 a.m. thinking the same thing. But that's the chemistry that we have. That's the chemistry we've built. And I think a lot of the younger coaches are starting to get on our wavelength, and we're starting to think ahead of what could happen or the possibilities. When you lose coaches every year, it's a great thing that they get promotions, but now you got to reteach a new staff.
That's tough. Hey, Kiki and Dalen, how do y'all, big victory, and I'm going to go with Dalen first, big victory, but how do you keep your teammates in line and not to slip, not to play? Because I saw a video with Coach Mathis saying, hey, don't play to the other team's level. Y'all might have been playing a team that wasn't as good. And he's like, don't play down to their level. Play to our level. How do you keep your players playing to your level the rest of the year, no matter, because this week's opponent, the first week opponent in the playoffs are going to be teams that y'all are heavily favored over. How do y'all keep that level up there so y'all don't slip?
Like I said before, we have a pretty solid team this year that's really locked in and focused on winning. And it's not really about the opponent. It's about us, as we say, in our locker room or whatever. And so we treat every game like we play Duncanville. Like, the teams we're highly favored of, like Skyline, ETC. But we treat every team like it's the championship or Duncanville or somebody like that. Because eventually we're gonna have to face a team that's like that, and we got to be ready. So we don't never like play down to nobody else's level, because that could possibly make like how they was doing us at first before we played Duncanville. Oh, they only did this on this team, they only did that on this team, and they came with all the extra talking. So they gonna always they gonna find something to compare. So that's why I said we got to play DeSoto football or whatever, and just ball and play to our level.
No doubt, because I was at the Skyline game, and I'm gonna get to you in a second, Kiki, and I kind of felt like in the hell, I don't know if it was the referees or y'all, but that second half was weird, bro. It was like a penalty every other play. It just was a very sloppy game, and it wasn't to DeSoto's level. And that game ended at 11 o'clock at night. So I was like, what the hell is going on out here? So that's kind of what I'm talking about, is to eliminate that and play at y'all level. Same question to you, Kiki.
Well, really, like piggyback on what he said, we got to prepare for those big teams that we play. It's not really too many people around this area that's just gonna have that competition for us. But to me personally, it's all about discipline and staying focused throughout the whole entire game. Like, we came in with the mindset with this halftime. It was a close game, but like our coach said, he said he's been up by 14 before, and the league was blown because they were able to stay locked in and mentality wouldn't stay there. So, after he told us that, we all stayed in the room. We got our mind right. We didn't go in the locker room, turn up, none of that. We stayed right there. We stayed focused. And the crazy part about it is before the game even started, Coach Madsen normally give us a pregame speech. But this week, it was all about us, and we gave each other that mindset to go out here and play and win that game. So it's really, to me, it's just about discipline and staying focused, locked in.
Yeah, I heard about y'all chant your head before the game. What was it? 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
It wasn't even F them. It wasn't even F them. It was F them Gates.
Oh, it was the Gates. Oh, y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, man. And this is why I had to just kind of change my mindset. And sometimes you got to put yourself in other people's shoes, right? I can understand why, if you're a diehard DeSoto, how you just sick and tired of hearing that you little brother or somebody, right? Like, you're really sick and tired of hearing about the Gates. You're sick and tired of hearing about, you won state, but you're sick and tired of hearing you number 2, you the best in the state, except, and these guys that you see every year, right? So I get it, right? So, and I think that really, that edge, at some point, that edge is going to take you over.
Right.
Now what I got to ask, and it's probably for Coach, and since both you guys are coming back, right? Okay, you the king now, right? Y'all got the crown. Now, it ain't about the doubters and the haters, right? Because you did it. What's going to keep you on top?
The same mindset from this year. Ain't nothing different
like
about it. The players don't mean it's not the players. Well, I can say as a matter of fact, I take that back. It is the players. They got to come in locked in, thinking this is the same thing from last year, but they can't come in thinking they can do what the same team did last year. So like we had to get over that too. We was going based off the championship last year, saying we was this, we was that. But our coach kept telling us, this is not that last year's team. This is this year's team. And all that stuff we did last year didn't matter. It's a new year.
Yeah, and kind of like what he said, it's not about nobody else. It's about the DE. It's about us. So, we like he said, we are the king of Dallas, but it's not about nobody else. So that's why, we kind of keep locked in and stay focused.
About this right here.
I see you bling bling.
About this right here.
I see.
What did I tell you all? It's about what, Kiki? It's about this right here. It's about getting another one. Hell, I'm greedy. I got 6 of them. I want 10 of them. I want one in each finger.
Already.
That's why I like Beata. He don't mind popping this stuff, man. But Coach, I gotta ask you. I know you want to be greedy, but like I said, to go from hunting So now you the hunted. But and I will say this. Shout out to CCE Cordy Jackson, right? We talked before the game. And he said something that made sense to me. DeSoto is the only team that got 3 rivals. Or he got 3 teams that think they rivals. You know, you got Waxahachie, which all of a sudden that became a heated rival. You got Duncanville and you got Cedar Hill. So is that gonna be enough to keep y'all to stay on top? Because like I said, you the hunted now. When you the king, you ain't hunting nobody no more. Now
Well, that's I don't know, J Mac. But hasn't DeSoto always been 100?
We've always been 100. And like
Yeah,
Coach
like
Charles said,
yeah.
like
they
Coach
always
Charles said, it's like the
been
Game of
hunting
Thrones, baby. We the kings. We want to acquire more land.
Yeah, yeah, Biotti, like J Mac, let's be honest, man. They are a defending state champion. The only team that has beat them has been Duncanville.
But that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
talking
saying?
about.
So but they've always been 100. You know what I'm saying? Like they people have always wanted to beat DeSoto.
Okay.
Always.
And I mean, that even goes to the point that you made about the 3 rivals. Hell, they got 3. They got Waxahachie, Cedar Hill, and Duncanville trying to hunt them. There always is arrows, pointing DeSoto away for whatever reason. And I really don't know what the reason is. Can you put your finger on it, Coach Biotti? You've been there since 2010, 29.
Maybe they want that Nike contract. Maybe they want Nike flying down and landing on their 50-yard line. Maybe they want a brand new uniform every 2 years. Maybe they want a brand new locker room. Maybe they want everything we got. Maybe they want the Jordans for the coaches. Waxahachie, still our little brother. Right? Let's get that one clear. Cedar Hill, Coach Ward is doing a hell of a job at Cedar Hill. He's doing a great job. I said he would do a great job. He's doing a great job. Coach Samples is the godfather of the DFW. He is the person that every coach wants to be like. But like Coach Todd said, these victories are not only important for the kids and to get us into that momentable part of the playoffs, but it's the Game of Thrones. It's about acquiring the land. The big picture is acquiring the land. And by the land, you know what we're talking about.
I already know.
Yeah.
Well, everybody just want to beat y'all.
Yeah. And let's just be honest. When you the king of the South, you the king of Texas.
Yeah.
Like it or not. Like it or not. When you the king of the South, you the king of Texas. So with that being said, man, it's been over an hour, man. I appreciate all you guys' time, man.
Yes, sir.
I want y'all to give us your shout outs and just give us your shout outs and your last thoughts. I'm gonna start with you, Kiki. Coach, I'm gonna go with you last, but go ahead. Hey, Kiki. Don't be a stranger, dog. We gotta get you back on here. Don't be listening to them other folks that be hating on the dub. You welcome here. We got to get you a nickname because you didn't sound too happy with that land show. We're going to get you a nickname. We're going to get you a nickname, homie. But God give us your shout outs, man.
Man, shout out to my mom, my dad, shout out to my family, man. Shout out to my teammates, really. Shout out to my D-line, Just shout out to everybody, that supports me, Shout out to my siblings, that's about it, Those people keep me rolling every day, I shout out to my coach, Coach Miller, he pushes me every day. If it's not Coach Miller, it's everybody there. We all work as a team. We're a family. So, they help us throughout anything. So just shout out to everybody.
Yes. Hey, man, I got a question, though. Are you from East Texas?
Yes, sir.
What part?
I'm Palestine.
Oh, you got a little Adrian Peterson in your bloodline?
Yes, sir.
Well, that says it all, man. You should have laid off with that an hour ago. Come on, you gotta tell us things like that, dog.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, my man, 13 Savage. Go on and give us your shout outs, man.
Man, I want to shout out to my pops and my family or whatever. And I want to give a big shout out to somebody that I feel like is very underrated as a coach, Coach Sweeney. He does a lot more than what he's told to do up there at school. That man goes to bat for us and risks everything for us. I want to give a big shout out to him because he plays another father role also. Like, he's a father to us. And even after school, he's a father to us, So he's willing to take us in at all times. So I want to give a shout out to him and Coach Tucker. Because Coach Tucker, and when he came up there, he's been on it too. So I want to give a shout out to the whole DeSoto coaching staff or whatever for preparing us for this game or whatever and the things we're going to do after the game and the rest of the season.
Yeah, I forgot my shout. I forgot to shout out to my firefighter guys, those guys, and Mayor Rachel Proctor for giving me the opportunity to work with those guys. So shout out to those guys too.
Hey,
Straight up.
Salute,
Yes, sir.
Hey, next time you get one of them, 20-something sacks, just, a little bit of salute right there. We'll take that. Hey, we got you 13, man. I appreciate
I got you on film. We're gonna show that on Wednesday.
We're gonna show you on Wednesday 13. We appreciate that too, man. Coach Biotti, my guy, the only one on the coaching staff that actually like the dub. What's going on, man? What's happening, man?
Man, shout out. Hey, shout out to 75115, man, for the city. Shout out to my head coach, Coach Mathis, my brother, my mentor, my family.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate him every day for this ride, man. I enjoy this ride every day. I love coming to work. I love the atmosphere on Friday. More importantly, man, shout out to Duncanville. Let's go back and do it again. Shout out to Sock. Let's make it a Southside party. It isn't about us. It isn't about the coaches. It's about these kids, about getting these kids noticed. It's about the Southside. It's about South of the Trinity. We know what they think of us. Let's go fucking blow the roof off AT&T. Let's come early, be loud, stay late, and let's support all three teams, man.
Yes, sir.
Willow were.
Hey, and I agree, man. Shout out to Coach Mathis, dog. And I'm going to give Coach Mathis a whole lot of praise after y'all leave, Coach. Y'all don't leave. We got the second half of the show. And as you probably already know, we got Coach Ty Ward coming on to talk about these games. You don't want to miss their opinion. So all I'm saying is, shout out to Coach Mathis, the new king of the South. He running things. Coach Mathis, Coach Mathis, I know you're listening. And if you ain't listening, somebody going to tell you anyway. Look, you are not an outsider, homie. You've been here way too long. This is your land too. This is your land, and you are the king. K-A-N-G. This is your land, and you are the king. Quit saying that you're an outsider, homie. This is you. This is home, and you are the king of the South, baby. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Shout out to the dub, baby. Keep on doing your thing.
Hey, now, Coach Biotti. Coach Biotti.
Hey, Coach Biotti, keep them gangster coaches off our bumper, man. We ain't trying to have to defend ourselves out here, man. Keep them gangsters off us.
Man, I got you. Like I said, man, we're hosting week 1. Okay, y'all more welcome to come on.
All right, good deal. Hey, and I think our next victory in the playoffs, I need a dub salute from Coach Biotti on camera. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, I'm gonna play these interviews as we transition.
With the dub standing live with Coach Biotti. Coach Biotti, 49-35, baby. How did it feel?
Hey, man, it felt great. All that shit y'all were talking online, all that shit y'all were talking on the Dub Live, all that shit y'all were posting. See, we didn't talk. This shit don't win a football game. That win the football game right there. We ain't talking no smoke. We're going back to defend our title. So y'all want to ride with us, y'all want to die.
Hey, Spanky, we're live with David Singleton, baby.
Hey, the U is up, baby. The U is up, baby.
Oh, they started.
The next, hey, Daddy, hold the other two up, so we're going for that one too.
Oh!
They all coming. So all y'all on Facebook that said it's gonna be a blowout. So let's go with this.
Don't chants so loud on the field after the game.
Look like a blowout the other way.
Look like a blowout the other way.
No doubt.
Hey, we stood on business tonight. It was bound to happen though. They came out here and did all this fun running. You know, we don't do all that media and stuff.
No doubt.
And we came out and stood on business. They've been blowing us up all week, you know. Same Duncanville and stuff. So, you know.
I'm gonna say this. From the beginning, you came out serious. You came out with that dog mentality. I think you set the tone for the whole team.
Yeah, cause like I'm like, you know, they underrate me all the time. You know, like, okay, this and that person better than me come out and rank us. I'm not in top 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I put them on notice.
Already.
To be honest, even after tonight, I don't really care for the rankings. I don't really care for it.
No, you just care about them second them dudes.
On business and give me another one of these.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
All right, man.
now we got that number 1 spot. I'm tired of them Kent Wisdom folks.
Yes, sir.
So all them Kent Wisdom folks, every last one of y'all in that little Facebook group chat or whatever, make sure y'all post this story and give us our props. So we definitely just took it from y'all.
13 Savage standing on business. Salute, Doug.
Man gave us a salute too. My bad, Beat. I thought I took you out. Hey man, that man gave us a salute, dog. Shout out.
Hey man, you know what? I'm gonna let you all have a good night. One last shout out. I don't give these people enough credit, man. Believe it or not, Coach Samples and Coach Todd. Okay, I don't have a long conversation with them, but I always watch from afar and learn from them. And a lot of how real I am sometimes is because of Coach Todd. And a lot of the stuff that I learned from Coach Samples, I keep it in my repertoire. So I like to shout those two guys out, man. I appreciate them for all they do for South Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, Beata, man. Hey, I gotta keep. I mean, you part of the kingdom now, man. You gotta come on a little bit more, man.
I got you, man. Hey, I need a T-shirt, and I want to be like a part-time. Coach Todd's a regular. I want to be a part-time.
Hey, you got that shirt coming on, man.
Hey.
All I can say is, man, just keep them.
Hey, Coach, if you had my digits, you'd be a regular too.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Hey, y'all have a good one, man. Coach Todd, man. I want to see you at AT&T, baby. Come on.
Hey, we trying to book some hotels right now.
All right, baby. Best of luck.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Yes, sir. Coach, what's happening? Coach Todd and hold on, let me take this out because I love what my man Ward got on his title, man. We gotta
Ward
be
got
that. Yeah, Ward always got stuff. One thing about my side guys over here, man, they are creative. What you got on there?
Yeah, endless.
Yeah, he said he ain't coming over here, man. He coming over here talking about football. He was an analyst out here today. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to ask you, Coach Ward, you want to keep this thing going, or you want to go back and visit some of the other upsets and build up to this?
I mean, I know. Look, I ain't finna stay on here all night tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. So let's go to the other stuff, and then we can come back, and I can be wise up out of here.
Rise up out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna get my Batman on. We can come back. I mean, I give my 2 cents, but yeah, I ain't standing on here all night with y'all tonight.
What else was it? Hell, I'm lost on what else. Hell, shit.
Well, South Lake had a kind of a big game that they lost. Yeah. That's kind of a big deal to Byron Nelson. You don't think so, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anytime South Lake lose to a school that's named after a golf course, hell, shit.
but first, before I go there, because my man B. Rise, man, Thursday we was at a game. And Lamont, I know you're there. I'm finna send you your link, man. I got you. But we have to go out there with Coach Boone, man, and we watched Carrollton Newman Smith clinch a playoff berth for the first time since 2015.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, it's cool hanging with the champions and the people that's winning and all that. But it's just different when you on the sideline of someone that accomplished, making a playoffs since damn near 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, to watch the way they celebrated and the way that they and not only that, they beat the team that kept them at the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
Yeah, W.T. White, right?
Right.
W.T. White. And I just thought that was just really, really a cool moment. And B. Rise, you had kid folks out there, man. You didn't even tell us you had kid folks out there. You had kid folks out there. So I'm gonna let B. Rise tell us about that before we go. Go ahead, B.
Oh yeah, during the game, man. Hell, I ran into one of my cousins, man, from they from Marshall. They moved down here, and to find out, man, I got a cousin who played for Newman. He number 3. He's a dog too, man. So hey, J-Man, show him that picture.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Just keep talking. I got you.
All right, yeah. So man, it was a good game, coach. It was a good back and forth game. Newman Smith, man, they showed a lot of resilience. They went up like 21-7, something like that. And then WT White, they made adjustments. Then they actually ended up taking the lead. Then Newman Smith, then they made some of the proper adjustments. Then they scored. Then they pulled away eventually, man. But it was a good game, man. Like I said, like Jack May was saying, it's just good seeing teams, it's on a come up. They're not on soccer, no Duncanville level like that. But man, the old kids played hard on both sides of the ball. So man, it was a good game for sure. And not just that, man. We were always out there. I mean, we know old Matt Still was out there. I mean, it was like a reunion, man. So it was a good game.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'll say this, J Mac. I say this too. Too often in the profession, we forget about when those teams was at this point. You know what I'm saying? People do they have these kind of achievements, and then 2-3 years from now, people be saying they ain't doing enough. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so it's a big deal. That me and you talked about that actually this summer with McKinney, and everybody was talking about how their expectations so high and they better win this and better do that. And shoot, I remember 4 or 5 years ago they won Shaver's first year. They won their first playoff game in like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But everybody forgot about that.
Right. So, everybody all of a sudden they talking about why you ain't winning enough.
Right.
And this and that. But that's kind of like, I mean, if we're being honest, that's what happened when you start achieving goals, right? Like,
for sure.
When you start winning, and I say that about soccer, and maybe I'm guilty of it, but like now, I mean, whether I'm crazy or not, I expect soccer to beat Duncanville and DeSoto. Because they at that level, I feel like they are at that level. They playing at a high level.
Right.
So now that competition should be close. Like,
right.
That should be a battle for the throne.
I mean, it level to it. I mean, we actually, when we met today, we actually had some talking, about similar shit like that. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about DeSoto right now. I mean, you got to get them boys they flowers. Them boys went out there and played, and I think sometimes too much with people, and I'm just talking about fans in general.
Right.
We put a lot, like we trash a lot of shit sometimes. Like, because the fact that DeSoto had their hump to get over, which was Duncanville, they got over the hump and did it in a spectacular fashion. And hell, I look on Facebook, and next thing I see is that people saying Duncanville trash. I'm like, what?
Look, yeah, Ty. It's that point, yeah.
I mean, when heavyweights fight, one may win 5 years in a row, another may win 5 years in a row. They may go back and forth, but neither one of them have ever been trash. It's just somebody had to come out on top. At the end of the day, I'm talking about in their league or how they play. And that shit just bewildered me that somebody from a week ago could be a great coach. And then on Sunday morning, you too old, he trash. You know what I'm saying? Duncanville beat DeSoto, and then they try. I don't be getting that shit, and that shit bewildered me. But I'm telling you, winning cures a lot of shit, and it makes people expectations fucking out of this world.
Right. Hey, Coach Todd, the Dub got swept into all that chicanery too. We all of a sudden became trash media. I don't know what the hell. We'll talk about that later.
Sometimes you probably got to look at the age of the coach that may be feeling that way. It'd be a lot of immaturity with it. And like y'all was real. I mean, like everybody real. If somebody if we play DeSoto next year, no matter what our team look like, everybody gonna say DeSoto gonna win. And let's just hypothetically say let's say we were able to beat a DeSoto. Like, ain't nobody before the game was gonna think we had a chance but the people on our team. So I mean, that's how that shit goes. You lose 5 years in a row, ain't nobody naturally gonna pick you.
Oh yeah, but then you like you say it's the youngness because you know, and I don't even know why I blame on you, but we'll do there. You know, you got the gangster coaches, right? You know, you got the Bo Chadwicks, you know, and Tupac
you
Chadwick.
gangster. You
You got the
gangster in
gangsters,
a
they
controlled
want to bring
environment.
out, you know what I'm saying? Though they Crips and blood signs and act like you supposed to already knew this shit, even though ain't no proof in the pudding to ever say that you was going that they were gonna win. And I'm gonna call you out, homie. Main thing, right? Like
Main
even
thing
main
can't say
thing.
nothing. Like main thing can't say nothing. And I don't call no boy main thing. Jermaine can't say nothing. Because I talked to him the day before the game. So his ass better shut up before I expose his ass.
Damn.
I talked to his ass
All
before
I'm
the
saying
game.
is Jermaine, he didn't have no problems with me when I was trying to let them know that what was going on when emails was flowing around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So don't act like I'm trying to jump on a bandwagon. I ain't on no bandwagon. I'm media. Yeah, I want all y'all. I don't care who win. I'm gonna get right here and be behind this microphone every week, no matter who wins.
Because Greg Riddle picked Duncanville too.
And I guess that's my only thing. I mean, they wouldn't have ran up on Matt Stepp and Mike Roach like that for picking them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we
Like
wouldn't have we wouldn't have
My
solved.
point exactly.
that's the
My
part.
point
That's the part
exactly.
that I got an issue with.
That's the part I got an issue with. That's the part I got an issue with. I talked to J Mac about this extensively today. That because we are black media and we are approachable, that they think that we're supposed to be fans of every single team and all that type of stuff. And teams we love, we're gonna pick against every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I played at Duncanville and I picked against Duncanville this week. So, but nobody from Duncanville clowned me in the pregame. I ended the show picking DeSoto. I walked on Duncanville sideline. Nobody clowned me. They were bro hugs, handshake, no problem. So we expect our coaches to kind of operate in a professional level, and we're going to operate at a professional level. And also, don't confuse the Texas Youth and High School Sports Group with the Dub. Just because we are on there, there's a lot of rah-rah in the group. But every time the rah-rah happens, all of a sudden the Dub gets lumped into that.
Yeah, but I think it's a bigger issue than that, though, Pat.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like this, man. As black people, as black men, as coaches, we are leaders of men. We're a leader of men, right? How can you, as a leader of a group of men, young teens, 16 years old, encourage them to call a grown man out his name? You see, that it's a bigger issue. We got that slave mentality because you won't run up on Mike Roach, you won't run up on Matt Stepp, you won't run up on any white media doing what you did. You felt obligated that you had an opportunity to not only go after somebody that looked like you, but encourage your kids to go after an adult that looks like you. To me, it's a bigger issue. To me, that dude has really set a standard of a way of operating moving forward that has to be corrected. Like, that was just totally disrespectful. Like, if y'all win DeSoto, y'all do y'all thing, man, I'll eat crow like everybody else. Hell, I want to deep fry it, right? I mean, eat it. We'll eat it, we'll eat it, we'll eat it. However, when you start being disrespectful, that's a whole nother level of problem. Now it becomes personal. And to me, that's the sucker part of it, right? Because not only just him, but some of them parents the same way. Y'all got to understand the difference between somebody rooting for you and picking against you. It does not make it personal. It does not mean somebody doesn't like you. It's nothing like that. I get it. It's an edge. You need it. Okay, that's fine. But keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a bigger problem because some of these coaches the same way. Like it's really a mindset that really needs to be checked in the black community, for real. And if you call yourself a leader of men and you're supposed to be leading coaches and kids to bigger and better things, that can't happen. That has to be checked. And homie was way out of line for that. Way out of line.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna add this. This ain't the first time that's happened either. It happened to us last year. The exact same situation with me and Swaggy. You was at the game, Coach Carr. Same situation. Yeah. Another at Lancaster. I'm just gonna call it out. It happened to us at Lancaster. We got clowned like that at Lancaster, and to me, at some point, guys, we are media. We are doing a job, and we respect y'all. Respect us, man. Like y'all can, like Coach Carr said, y'all can put it in our face like, we won, whatever. But all that calling y'all, cussing y'all, and then the exact same thing happened at Lancaster. The kids even cussed us out and stuff like that, bro, because it was an adult that was leading that verbal assault. And so, my thing is, and this ain't to stir no pots. This is just to correct the action. We are trying to correct that action because as many times as we done told Coach Todd and Ward that, hey, y'all probably gonna lose this game or lose that game. I ain't never caught no crap from them. Never.
Or from shock people. Right? Like or from shock people. Like that's what I'm saying. It's only one fan base that's like that. And I get the word fanatics. It's short for fans. The fans is short for fanatics. I get it. Like I ain't even tripping on that. But keep it respectful, man. Like it's all about respect. I operate on respect. I'm not gonna call you out your name. I'm not gonna do none of that. If I have to, I was listening to TD Jason today. I can cut you in that and ain't gonna know how to come back. Like it ain't gonna be no coming back from that. Not for me, and I know that. So I'm always gonna keep it respectful with everybody I deal with. But one parent, you was gonna find out how roguish you really are, and that's it should never go there. So for me to have to always make sure that I keep myself and emotionally aware of what's going on, because the lack of emotional intelligence is not only getting people killed in these streets, but it's killing our kids and it's killing programs. Like that got to be checked, man, for real.
Yeah, it do, cause we, I mean, we're not gonna bad down. I mean, that ain't my character to bad down for nobody. See, I did get kicked out, but I mean, like you said though, I agree with everything y'all saying.
Yeah, we shouldn't even be in a position where we gotta bag down. I mean, it's dialogue, it's our opinion. Everybody, it's like what they say, it's like assholes. Everybody got one. It's our opinion. You know,
this the thing for me. What I think the part that people are missing, and I'm talking about coaches, kids, parents, whomever do this kind of stuff, I don't think they really understand how this whole thing has went to another level on this side of town because of this show, right? And so when you don't get picked and you make it personal and start getting disrespectful, it works against what we all trying to do. Like Obiati said beforehand, we compete and we fight and somebody will lose, somebody win, but at the end of the day, I mean, we know how they talk about outside of town away from here. Right. How they talk about our kids, how they talk about our coaches. We can't coach. The kids is dumb. They can't learn. They undisciplined, so forth and so on. Now, I'm not talking about analysts breaking down penalties and stuff. I'm talking about just the perception of everything. So, man, it sucks when stuff like that happen after a game. Especially, to hear about it is one thing, but to see that video, man, that was wild. It was like my feelings was hurt. It was like, damn, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I could even give a recollection of, I remember a playoff game maybe 6-7 years ago. We were playing Mosquito T, and it was a daddy of one of our players was just going irate on the sideline. He moved all the way down by the red, and he was just going crazy. Just y'all sorry, y'all such like. And like the kids looked at me like, coach, like, say, man. So I walked up to him, first on some G code shit. And I was like, say, man, you need to chill with all that. He like, man, I paid for my ticket. So I reached in my pocket, pulled out some money, and threw it to him and said, well, shit, you can get a refund to leave. So after this shit done happened, my goddamn little cousin, the girl, them done ran down in the stands, like trying to get at him. Now it's to the point where it's now like, if it come to my job and my family, I'm finna jump this rail, and then they finna like it finna be the whole Todd clan on your ass. But I thought I went and stopped the game. I said, man, if they don't play our game, man, if this dude don't get out of this, don't leave the stadium, it's finna be a fucking problem. And shit, they got that motherfucker up out of there. And that's a true story, because Ward can tell you.
No,
go ahead, Jim.
No, it's like this, man. Like I get it, right? You use the media to motivate your kids, right? Okay. You want to use them to motivate your kids. You want to do the us against the world type of mentality, right? But at some point in your brain, if you're an adult, you should know once you accomplish your goal, that's it. You see what I'm saying? And the problem with this cat, with Mr. Mo Chadwick, Tupac little brother, King Chadwick, King Von cousin.
I wouldn't even call him that. The
problem with that is you want to take it to another level. You want to, you as an adult feel good about leading 15 and 16-year-olds to grown men, calling them out their name. And it's on video, so ain't nothing I'm saying is wrong. This shit is already public. So I don't come to me talking about me nothing. It's public. It's on video. It's out there. But all I'm saying is, if you're a defensive coordinator and you on video leading kids to saying dick riders, bitch ass niggas. If I'm a principal, if I'm an athletic director, and I'm looking for a coach, and I want to go to a winning program, a state championship team, get me a coach off a winning program, is that what I want? Is that who I want? Is that who I call a leader of men? Is that a leader of men? See, the problem is, this ain't the first time that this kind of stuff is happening for me. So when people tell me we're going to handle it, it's kind of hard for me to believe, because if it was true, this wouldn't have happened. Right? If I ain't mistaken, this is the third time this year. Now, you got people leading kids, and I'm sorry, dog. You ain't a man if you teaching kids to disrespect grown men. Winning don't mean that much. You don't sacrifice morals for victories. That's all I'm saying. You don't sacrifice your morals for a victory. You want to be motivated? Cool. You want to motivate the kids? Cool. We did it. We beat the odds. But when you got to go and holler bitch ass niggas, dick riding niggas, get out of here, and then take off running behind security. When the same people you talking to was standing by themselves for a whole long time. You could have been went over there and talked one-on-one. Could have been got that off your chest one-on-one. But you need some 16-year-olds behind you. You need some 16-year-olds on a video all over the internet, grabbing their dick, talking about dick riders and all this shit. That's bullshit. And I already know it ain't gonna be no consequences. Not from where you at.
It may be though, J-Mac. I mean, I
it ain't gonna be none. It ain't gonna be none, Todd. This ain't the first time. This is the third time.
Well, it may be
Not
the first
to
time
me.
it get public.
Well, it needs to be public. And I was gonna post a video, and I was gonna post a video on the show because the way I look at it, you can't. This can't be. You raising you supposed to be a leader of black kids.
That part right there, what you just said.
You got young black men following you, and the only example you could give is let me cuss and disrespect other black men because he didn't pick you to win a goddamn own game.
I think
He's probably a walk on.
What I would say, J-Mac, is this. I would put it in Coach Matthews' hand, and I would let Coach Matthews deal with it. I wouldn't post it publicly because it don't need to become no public spectacle that's passed around. And it makes not only the people out there, it makes all of us look bad because that's how we all view.
Right.
So, I think you need to put it in Coach Matthews' hand, and I think Coach Matthews gonna do something about it where you're gonna feel comfortable with whatever he decides to do. Now, you may not think that way, but I'm saying I think you need to give him a shot to do it.
He deserves the benefit of the doubt. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But Coach Dave, no one said anything. No one talked no shit about DeSoto this week. I mean, they said
not of the dub. See, and that's another thing.
That's what Pat said. That's what Pat said. A lot of y'all get lumped into just because, but yeah, everything I listened to, I mean, if y'all felt like they was gonna lose or if they was gonna lose by a certain amount or something, you spoke on it. But
I say it's gonna be a good game. I say it's gonna be a good game.
I mean, whether you say a good game, whether you say Duncanville gonna get blowed or DeSoto gonna get blowed out, like whatever. I mean, you making the prediction. I mean, it is what it is. It ain't no different. Like everybody got the right to pick who they think gonna win and lose, and that's fine. At the end of the day, it's still a way that you approach. Like you saying, with some it's a way you can like poke back at the person to pick against without being disrespectful.
Right. See, that's my thing. Like Todd. But if you just talking noise the same way and just keep it 100, everybody can roll with that. I think it's the lack of respect, Todd. That's the biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? And I just look at it from one way and one way only. It's not even gray. It's black and white, man. They don't treat us with the same amount of respect that they would treat Matt Steph. I wouldn't see not one person run up to those same coaches, reporters that was interviewing Mathis and wouldn't say nothing to him.
Yeah.
But you feel like you could just get our people to attack our people, like J-Mac said, over a game. To me, Todd, for him, it's more egregious because you are at a championship program. When I first got into coaching, the black coach set me down. And he said, these are the things that people are going to look at you for because you are a black coach. This is what's against you. Everything stereotype that's against us, my man portrayed that on a big game. Like, we shouldn't be sitting here talking about that.
Yeah.
Right? We should be sitting here praising them on how great they did and how good they offense look, how good that defense looked, how physical they were, and the whole nine. But we sitting here talking about him and his foolishness because he made it about him and not them babies that was on the field giving up their bodies.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm exactly like I get that part too. Like that's the main part. What I'm saying is, obviously, me not know. I don't know who the dude is. Or I don't got no background information or none of that.
Me neither. I don't know him either.
Like yeah, I'm saying it go back to a lack of maturity, number one. Because like even with y'all on the dub, I didn't know none of y'all before y'all started the dub besides Willow.
Right.
So I mean, J-Mac all last year was saying, "Hey, Woodrow gonna beat us," and that shit was but it wasn't ever like I'm gonna be Woodrow so I can go talk some shit. It wasn't about that. I think a lot of these cats, like you got to realize, some people may be grown, but you may still got the mental intellect of a kid.
Right.
So you can't look at age sometimes. You got to really like look at the person and be like dude may need a little help because
No,
what happens is
Coach, I feel you, and I give props to Sock, and this is why I will forever always ride with Sock. Period. Because those Coach Todd he's one of a million. There ain't gonna be another. There ain't gonna be another Coach Ward. These are guys that's mature and they understand. Like, you didn't pick against, you picked against me. It's all good. Come on up here and hang out with me. We ain't tripping. Come on up to practice, hang out, talk about it. I ain't never had one, and y'all got some characters on the staff. Ain't nobody ever called me a bitch ass nigga and a dick rider.
Yeah.
And then ran behind security.
And even when we got our ass kicked before, Will still done came up to the school and was like, shit, he done said my office and be like, shit, tell me what went wrong.
So what we gonna do?
Let's put the film on. Let's look at this shit. Let's see what it was. You know, like on some shit like that. And, you know, like, I mean, some of these cats, man, I mean, what y'all got to realize, man, is some of these cats, and I ain't singling no particular cat out. I'm just saying some of these cats, though, they really on some, they some broads, to say it in a nice word, that some cats that if you at the wrong place and you do the same thing, shit goes haywire. But you at a place at a magnitude where play with a lot of security.
Exactly, I said that.
You know, like if he was the coach at Roosevelt and did that same shit, he may have got pulled up on that in car when he got back to the school. I'm talking about like this how some people, when you may say the shit to a person who brain really fucked up too. Because I done seen this shit where like, hey, Coach Todd, can you go out there and talk to such and such? Because they waiting outside and they ain't waiting with no fist. They got that action on them. Now I gotta walk out there and be like, hey man, please, hey, can y'all just do this for me? Just leave, I'll handle the situation and stuff like that. But some of it too is, and I ain't knocking, you know, the school. I mean, this is an individual that y'all talking about, so it ain't nothing against the school.
Right.
But we had a similar incident where it was something that happened normally within a game, which is normal. Players get into it, coaches try to break it up, coaches say words back and forth. But at the end of the day, I didn't like how their security handled shit because they treated it. I kind of felt like I was back in the civil rights movement where a motherfucker pulling out a rubber gun, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they like, that's what we shoot people, tear gas, and tag people ass with. And I know one of the cats that's over there at security, and I really was disappointed in him. You know, like, because I've been knowing him since I coached him at Skyline. But,
man, not to cut you off, Todd, but I was standing next to a guy who was over, I guess, security, and they had the rubber gun, and he was, it was at this point, it was just sock people, parents, kids, little kids, players, coaches, and he was telling the cat, let it go. And he like, man, this little kid's over here. I'm not finna drink, man. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? So when you talking about that type of mentality towards people, that's tough, dog. Like, I'm fiery, you know. I grew up wherever everybody else grew up too, but you know, maybe I have reached a level of maturity where it's like it's sad. Now, for real,
it's hard though, boy, believe me.
It's hard. It's real hard, especially when you know people got an advantage over you, so to speak, right? I'm not at that age where I don't give a fuck, you know, whatever. Right. You know, my age.
Because we all know if we was at Walmart or 7-Eleven or something like this, none of that wouldn't have transpired. If I was at the gas station or he was at the gas station, there was nobody around, and the same guy, it wouldn't be no conversation at all.
That was the disappointing. I don't know the cat real well, but I kind of talked to him in passing. When I saw the video, when I heard the story, I wouldn't have thought it was him, you know, because even with what Coach Todd talking about, with our instance, he was calm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was shocked. You know, it just it shouldn't get to that point.
No, I shouldn't. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's not even that serious.
It ain't that serious.
Because he a good coach.
Win a game.
Yeah.
If you got to do all that to win a game, then you don't need to be coaching.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, J Mac. That's what makes it sad is your integrity, your character, who you are as a person comes out in one or two ways. It shows about who you are when you win a game. It shows you who you are when you lose a game. Some people win a game and still lose. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of those instances. Like it wasn't. You took away from the moment, right? The moment, the everything that we say as coaches that we want, that it's all about the team. It wasn't about the team no more. Now, I think that's the most disheartening thing as a coach to sit there and watch. You know, fans, you can kind of whatever, but as a coach, I just think that, like, I don't know, man. I sit in Bam office after he got his ass kicked by Carter. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing Todd saying, man, let's figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I think people kind of confuse your opinion with a personal attack on you, and that's not the case.
And a lack of
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and the lack of respect.
It's really about a lack of respect. Whether Will says Sock gonna get blowed or not, I still got respect for Will as a person, even though he didn't pick me. That I'm not gonna let the fact that he didn't pick me make it where now me and his relationship go sour over if we gonna win a game or not.
A game, Todd.
That's what I'm saying. And I go back years with knowing Will. I have known J Mac that long, but my relationship even went sour with him over him saying we're gonna win or lose a game. You know, if he the Sock gonna get beat by 21, they playing DeSoto or Duncanville, or even y'all came on there and y'all gotta keep it real. Like when DeSoto beat shit out of us, 47-0 halftime. I had to, like, walking in that locker room, that shit was like a walk of shame. But I felt myself. But like I tell them cats, when they beat us like that, don't take it easy on us. Make the same joke on us the same way it be somebody else. I don't give a damn. So what people start to learn is when you allow the people to make jokes about you admit you was wrong, the shit a lot easier to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier. But like DeSoto had that damn 47-0 at the half. Like that shit ain't never happened in my coaching career.
Yeah. I mean, even I went up to DeSoto O-line after the game, and I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna eat crow on this one, dog. I didn't believe in y'all. Everybody said y'all was this. I didn't believe, but y'all proved me wrong. And that's the beauty of sports. That's the beauty of anything we do in our life. And sports is true because of application. Week in and week out is the only thing. Sports is the only thing that gets judged, Todd. Week in and week out. Every week, your job gets judged by the masses. No other people get their job judged as scrutiny and as open and as publicly as coaches do. Because the first thing you're going to say, oh, they some great coaches. Oh, they some terrible coaches. And that's the thing. Hold on, man. I'm outside.
Yeah.
But, well, no, man,
It sounds like a dragon got indigestion.
I know, man. This dude came down on his motorcycle and he wanted to show out in front of people. So, so I lied his pipes off. But what I'm saying is, that's the job, right? So imagine if you had to go build a boat and every week you got to put that boat out in the water. And if that boat sinks, people are going to talk about you and your job. That's what you have to deal with. So it's one of those things where I just think people need to, like you say, man, at the end of the day, it's all about respect. You're right. I mean,
but as a coach too, though, you know how many times I've been called stupid motherfuckers? I mean, on Facebook. You know how many times? It's like I read somebody when y'all talking earlier, and y'all were talking about Coach Samples is so loved and adored. Bullshit. I met Coach Samples in Lincoln. It's people that's kids play for Coach Sample now that I know personally said they would never play for him in their fucking life. They kids. Like, people just love people that win. It ain't even fucking love. It's called an admiration for winning. If you win, people gonna come. Ain't nothing there about that shit. That's why I don't take shit to heart. I don't take nobody telling me I'm a good coach to heart. I don't take nobody telling me I ain't shit to heart. At the end of the day, we got a job. I do a job that everybody know how to do except the people that do
it. and that's part of the job, right? Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I accept that.
Yeah, to me, it's a compliment. If you talked about every day, all day, if when you turn on the internet, good or bad, if people talking about you and what you got going on, that's a compliment. Cause you know what? We just gave praise to my homie Coach Boone at Newman Smith. Ain't nobody talking about my homie. Ain't nobody talking about him. He just had a great. Hey, I got another thing. Ain't nobody talking about Byron Nelson, and they just pulled the upset of the century, winning district.
Right.
So, too much is given, much is required, is what they always tell me. So, all I'm saying is, if you on top right now, being able to teach kids how to handle success is just as important as teaching a kid how to handle a loss.
Amen.
You cannot teach a kid this is how you handle winning by disrespecting adults, disrespecting grown people, grabbing your nuts at a grown man, calling a grown man a bitch ass nigga. That ain't how you handle winning. That's how you prepare yourself to go to the penitentiary and be somebody's bitch. You ain't teaching them to be no man. You ain't teaching them to handle success. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I think one of the good things, well, I ain't gonna say good, but at least people get to see it, because if it was hearsay, it you know how it normally goes, like you said, J Mac, in the other two instances, how it normally goes is excuses and reasoning behind the foolishness. You know, I hear like hell last week. Lamar was talking about one of the instances at the end, and I'm like, man, send me a link, man. I'll tell you what really happened, because Lamar on here speculate. Because it's the same principle. That's how the word travels. So at least it is somewhat, you know, it's a video to where people can actually see how this stuff goes. Like, this is how it goes. Like, this ain't no. This happens. You know what I'm saying?
5 years ago.
I mean, only thing I don't like is it's gonna be people making excuses for it.
I don't think nobody's gonna make excuses.
Nah. Ain't no excuse for this one, J Mac.
I already see it. You want me to highlight it? I can highlight it. I see it in the comments.
Oh,
man, yeah, I like that. Go put that up there, J Mac. That's what we're here for.
I ain't gonna do it, but I'm just saying.
J Mac,
people make excuses for what they want. All I'm saying is, when you lead young black men, it's not the same. How they deal with winning is just as important as how they deal with losing.
Hey man, y'all must don't know how much I've been scorned over my coaching career. Like J Mac, 5 years ago, we played Alito. I used to, because I knew we were gonna play Alito, I used to always go to the Alito games. They had this little group called the Mamas, Mama Burketts or whatever they were called. When Jason McClellan was there. So when I always go scout their games, I would always go sit right in the section with all the little Burkett moms. I was sitting in the middle of them and shit. So, over the year of me scouting them, I said, I was like, okay, I said, that's all right, y'all gonna see us one day. We just talk a little friendly noise with each other. I'm like, we gonna see y'all one day. That's all right, just wait till the day comes. So the year we played, so we ended up playing in the middle of the night, the game got postponed and all that shit. So before the game, I walked to Alito's sideline to mess with the little Burkhead moms, and I was just messing with them, talking about, I told you we gonna be here. Just friendly jibber jabber.
Right.
It was people on the internet calling me the most unprofessional coach that I've ever, like you should have saw some of the comments. Like, I used to get criticized for being on, like, commenting on social media. It wasn't even no dub or nothing. I was just, shit, like, I had something to say. I comment on the damn post. You say, stop siren. I'm going to ask you why we siren. Like, everybody used to say I was the most terriblest, unprofessional coach in America because I was interacting with the fans, and they said that's not how real coaches do it. Well, I say it's a goddamn new day of coaches around this motherfucker. Because Coach Todd, I'm going to be on the internet. But you should have just saw how them people was attacking me. Now, what main thing say, Ward?
Nah, he was saying he didn't say they was going to lose. What he was saying, if they played like they played against Cedar Hill, they would lose.
Who?
That's what he said. He told you.
Man, main thing a lie. No. That ain't what you said. But I'm going to leave that alone. Because you sold on you today. We good with that. I'm fine. But that ain't what you told me. I was sitting on my court at practice. Like, nah, we're not finna play that. I'm not finna do no word speculation, talking about no Cedar Hill game, none of that. No. But that's fine. We moving on. South Lake Byron Nelson, what happened?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
But the fighting boom.
Be right.
What?
I said, would you finna say something or somebody else?
Oh no, I won't say nothing.
I want to get Coach G on. I want to get Coach G on because he kind of he kind of that area expert right there.
No, but they ain't though.
All right, move to the next one till G get on.
Yeah, move to the next one. All right.
Okay. So, hey man, tell me this, man. I'm gonna stay in y'all district, man, because Willow brought it up, man. Hey, Kimball pulled it out 21-14 over Sigleville, bro.
Yeah, I went to that game.
Tell me about it then, Coach.
It was a hard-fought game. A lot of I saw it was a couple of some people getting the shit knocked out of them on both sides of the ball. Kimball kind of went up and got ahead 21-7. So then the fourth quarter started out like, shit, I'm finna go on head to the crib. When I got in the car, Sigleville scored and made it 14-21. And shit, I talked to Barron later on that night, and he told me they won 21-14. And we play Sigleville next week, and Sigleville and Kimball play
Woodrow.
They play Woodrow Wilson. And Kimball, the number 2 seed in the district. We number 1. I guess Sigleville's number 3, and Woodrow will be number 4.
Now, do we know absolute who the first round opponent is going to be?
Not for sure, but the probability say we'll be playing Everman more than likely. Woodrow be playing Midlothian Heritage. Kimball more than likely will be playing Ennis, and Sigleville more than likely will be playing Summit.
Oh, that's
just lost.
Summit did just lose.
Nah, they won. That was a misprint.
Oh, okay.
I think it was like 4-0 or something like that.
Somebody asked, was Kimball making the playoffs? Yeah, they'll be the 2 seed representing our district.
Hey, but you know what? That Ennis and Kimball matchup, that's gonna be, that's gonna be a little. Yeesh.
Man, I like
Willow.
Woodrow Heritage matchup, man. Matchup. Heritage defense versus quarterback guys.
But they don't have the skill guys that
Yeah, he don't have what he had last year.
No, he was a hell of a quarterback. Now the Bucks throw the damn ball.
Is he still hurt?
He got a cast on his offhand, so every now and then the ball's getting away from him. So right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he out there. He a tough kid. He out there toughing it.
That boy
I like him.
ball, though. He remind me of
I like him, man. Yeah, he gritty. He gritty as hell.
Hey, man, y'all know how long, man, we was at that stadium for goddamn 5 till 12, damn near 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
we left at 1.
I was leaving, man. It was like 1 in the morning.
Shit.
Like all that time, what was y'all doing?
Shit, the kids in they had a
party
contest. They had a twerk contest.
Wow.
I walked in one time. They're playing 7-on-7 in the locker room, like Will. And then we had a break and we fed them sandwiches.
And then they started partying again.
Hey Todd, they told me you and the coaches pull out the domino table and the spades table.
No, we was sitting outside, like we was in front of a liquor store, really, just sitting outside shooting the shit, watching the Rangers play.
Shoot, coach had me ready to go out there and play. He told them boys, go out there, go roll around on the ground, go get wet. Shoot, I started walking to the door myself.
Yeah, cause by that time I think we was up 28-0 in the second quarter. I ready to go home, shit. And we had to play the whole damn game. I like shit.
Hey, so tell me this, man, because I'm really rooting for Kimball and Seagoville, right? Like, I think if they get the right matchup, they could get out of that first round. So,
to be honest with you, and I'm taking my nice cap off, and I'm putting my other cap on. They not to the point right now where they need to be. They got some more strides to make. It's still a level of jump in between them and the teams they got to play. I think it's kind of how Ward said it earlier in the year. I think it's about, first of all, getting a halftime in a respectable game is the key thing right now, to be honest. They gotten better, yes. I think both teams have gotten better. But I still think it's a gap in between being able to win that first round game right now and just qualifying for it.
Will, mute. Will, we can't hear.
No,
what was the last thing you said, Todd?
I was saying I still think it's a gap between them being able to win and qualifying for the playoffs. I think they need to try to close. I think the first thing need to be, let's get the halftime respectable, because compared to last year's score, and that's just being honest. That's not being mean.
Yeah, it's steps. I mean, I was gonna say the same thing. They both have gotten a lot better, J-Mac.
Yeah.
I think the fight has got to be to keep the game close. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First, and then now if it's close, anything can happen. Somebody makes some mistakes, you make some plays, you can still you can win a game and shoot. You done jump 2 hurdles in 1 year. The people don't understand that it takes time to close gaps and stuff. That's where a lot of the doubt with DeSoto comes from. Because when was the last time we've seen that game come down to the end? So when you ask the people what they think gonna happen, the step was, let's see it be a ball game. Shit, they jumped 2 hurdles this year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of the process.
But I'm crazy. But people are crazy for not just thinking automatically that you're gonna jump 2 hurdles. Like, to me, it being a close game would have been a win, because it would mean you've taken that next step. Now,
I agree.
To their credit, they just
they took 3 steps. They got the close done, they won, and they kicked ass. Like they made a big jump in a year. That's a big jump, dog. People don't understand that. But I tell people all the time, dog. Like when you win it, like people talk about rankings, what a team should be ranked, why they rank this, why they rank that. We used to care about that. We used to get graphics made about that, with that. We ranked 6 in Texas. That was a big deal because them was parts of the steps. But once we won it, man, I don't even know if we look at them things no more, because it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Now it's what we're gonna be ranked when it's over. You know what I'm saying? It don't even, you don't even think about it.
Yeah, because we're gonna be ranked in the preseason top 10 in the state now just because we signed.
Right.
So now you got to deal with the other stuff, right? You got, and that's what I say, like, and that's why I was asking Biotti and stuff like that. Like, it's one thing to be searching for that top spot, but it's a whole nother set of problems once you get it.
Yeah.
Not
like,
so
all
much
the
for
problems
the
don't go away.
Not so much for them though. You gotta realize, when you start talking about DeSoto, you talking about a team that's been up there in that 1 or 2 spot. You stretch it over, let's say a 15, probably like, let's say 10-year window, 12-year window. They've been up there. What they really just had to go through was the thing of, okay, we just can't beat Duncanville. Just like it was before. Oh, damn, we just can't beat Allen. So it was always just that maybe that one team. Like what they did is different from, let's say, like Kimball's growth and stuff, because DeSoto technically, talent-wise, they've already built like it's not that big of a gap between them and the other team. And that's why if you listen to what I said going into the week, I said it was just going to be it's a mental approach.
Right.
Yeah, it's right here. Like, you got to be able to punch them, and certain things that happen in that game. Not to go into the game because I don't know if y'all really want to go into that right now. But to me, what
I got 15 minutes in me.
What DeSoto really won the fucking game, to me it wasn't the first play of the game, because they've thrown a 99-yard touchdown pass on Duncanville before and still lost. It wasn't about the kickoff return. DeSoto showed to me a championship when they lined up and put number 70 at the little H-back position, and they ran the ball straight at Duncanville for an entire drive and finished that shit off with a drive. Because if you go back and watch that drive, they ran that ball straight down their throat every play. Then I think they got into plus territory and they did like a max protection one time, and then they came back and ran that ball. That right there was the game, because it showed them that was the first time they felt like, that I think they felt like in some years, we can just match up and they ain't tougher than us. And they matched the toughness. So that was the drive. Like, the big play in the beginning, they gave some cushion. The kickoff return gave some cushion.
Them happened before though, like you said.
And just go, goddamn, shit, we running the ball, and we finna play inside drill, and you ain't gonna, and we gonna get 4 to 5 yards a pop. That shit demoralized. And I think that was the difference in the game, was the fact that they could do that. More so than completing the passes, it was showing up front that we can play with y'all. Because if you really look at it, where everybody say they've been getting beat at.
Up front.
Up front. They defensive line was too. And so if you look, they won on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And then they skill guys outperformed the other team's skill guys as a secondary thing to me. But that shit was started up fucking front.
And I'm gonna go. I hate to bring up controversy. That third and 20, that they could have easily kicked that. That was a punt. He was down. He got that pass off. He got that pass off first down. And I got you. And that kept that drive alive, and they kept shoving it right down. But the momentum could have easily shifted right then.
Yeah,
could have easily.
And people don't want to talk about it, but it's true, right? 3rd and 25, and you get a whole nother fresh set of downs right after the team you playing scored. That's a momentum changer. Now, to DeSoto credit, they said we're gonna take this momentum and we just gonna shove it down your throat.
Keep on going.
Yeah,
that's the part. Like what Todd was talking about, J Mac. Like even with Swaggy said, one team showed up with it on their mind, the other team won on paper. Like, man, that was a heavyweight fight, dog. Like it wasn't like Duncanville looked sorry or looked bad. Like DeSoto just showed up and played. And they played. The better team won. Like you can't, it was a lot of, like you saying, Coach G, it was a lot of them calls. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of personal fouls, some stop drives, personal foul, drive, keep going like on both sides. At the end of the day, it came down to DeSoto was different up front this year.
Yes, I was just talking about at the time of the game, when I was watching the game, at that time, I kind of felt like, okay, DeSoto's got to respond. And yeah, I was like 3rd and 25. Ooh, it might get kind of, and they got it. Hey, it was on right then. It was on. They never looked back.
Yeah, but running the ball, so when you able to run the ball like that, me as a coach, it makes your kids feel your offensive line confidence goes through the fucking roof.
Did you see them? Did you see what they were doing when they were running down their throat?
Yeah, I mean, what
they get back in the huddle and they were basically leaning on Colin and number 11 going back to the huddle. I knew that told me everything.
Now, the thing that I would say,
how somebody will respond, huh?
I said the thing I would say from a coaching aspect is that I think hurt Duncanville to a degree was it was no adjustments as far as besides really playing base. And I think that's the hindrance of when you're so dominant and you've been so dominant for so long. Right. Like you really needed some change up in your bag at that time that they man didn't have, because it's like Mike Tyson. If I can't knock your ass out, then I can't win.
Long day.
That game was very similar to me, the Buster Douglas Mike Tyson fight, without Mike Tyson really being dominant. But I think when Durham popped them couple of runs, everybody was thinking like, oh shit, and this shit go again. But they found a way to come back. Then Durham popped that shit again. And I think it was 21-21. Everybody like, oh shit, we're finna go. But it never really got going. He just popped them runs. And then DeSoto came back and said, we can line up, put number 7 in front of you. You're finna run inside zone ISO at your ass. What you gonna do? And the shit was out of tempo. And the shit was like, get your ass down. Then you start seeing Duncanville D-line start diving on the ground and shit, trying to cut. And that ain't Duncanville ball. When the bully doing some shit they don't normally do, you know you got the bully on them motherfucking heels.
Yeah, and that's what I think where the game was going on is I believe the bullies got bullied. And sometimes that's what it takes, right? The bullies got bullied. Like, for me, it ain't about who missed the first half. It ain't about a missed call. It ain't about none of that, right? To me, it just, I thought, and y'all are coaches, y'all can answer to this. And Coach G, I want to hear what you guys say. I thought DeSoto thoroughly outcoached Duncanville. I'm just gonna be honest with
you. I don't think it was something like when you look at what they did, J Mac. It wasn't. They had their players ready to fucking play. It wasn't. Now, our coaches sometimes when you schematically do some shit, they lined up and they said we finna just punch you in the mouth. They didn't try to jab.
Well, I mean, okay. Did you think the fake punt was a time to call, Coach?
Huh?
What about? Did you think the fake punt was a time to call?
I mean, yeah, that was a good job.
To me, that was a dagger. When they did the fake punt,
the dagger to me was when you can line up and run that shit at Duncanville for 12 plays in a row, getting positive yards, because it's nothing a coach can do for you besides they ain't gonna change nothing schematically and do some different shit up front. If you're gonna stand the same shit and somebody keep punching you, it's no different than Earl Spence when he got his ass whipped by Crawford.
And then went up 3 scores. That was it. Yeah, then went up 3 scores doing that.
Like it wasn't like they was running no misdirection shit. They lined up and said, we coming right here at you. You know we ain't throwing the ball to 70. Stop this shit.
Now,
Yeah, and them box scores.
Misleading.
Nah, they not. They not misleading. When you look at them, the previous years, if you look at the stats and how they look, DeSoto was the team that passed 42 times, and Duncanville was the team that ran 50.
Right.
This year it flipped.
Yeah.
This year Duncanville passed 42 times and ran it 27 times, and I think Durham only had like what 15 carries.
15
You know what I'm saying? Like just how the game, the style, it flipped this year.
Yeah.
Because and how I looked at it, which is the same way, is because one was coming from behind. That's why they throw so much. They're coming from behind, and Durham still was 9 yards, almost 10 yards a carry.
That's misleading, Coach. He had 2 carries that equal to 100 yards.
But that's what he do though. Lamont. Like that's the part where as a coach, y'all have never heard me say, yeah, we shut down Caden Durham. Like I think his junior year he had like 115, 110, and a 99-yard run or something like that. But he had 115. Like I'm not finna say we shut somebody down that hit us 15 for 135. Like you can't claim that. You could say we did a better job than we've done. Nah, because you said it on social media yesterday. Like it was really only 2 carries.
No, I didn't say we shut him down. I forgot who I was talking to. I said, no, I give him credit. He got his 100 yards. But like I say, looking at the stats versus actually watching the game is 2 completely different things. Like you might look at the stats and be like, damn, he was torturing them. But then if you was at the game, you would see, no, he really wasn't. He hit 2 long runs. Other than that, no more than 30 yards on about 13, 14 carries.
But that's what he does. If you look at Caden Durham, that's what he does. You just used to him hitting y'all for 200 in the second quarter. No, he ain't do that. But that's what he does. He don't kill you like that. If it's a crease, that's where he kills. He's a deep ball. So what he did is what he does. And now, if you abandon the running game and you don't give him the opportunity to do that, that's different.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
49 attempts.
That's true. Ty Ward, you said the roles are reversed. I've been telling J-Mac for the longest that's kind of how it's going to play out this year. I said we're better in the trenches, and they lean more towards the passing game. And that's kind of how the game was going to play out this year. And it played out exactly how I thought it would.
Well, Lamont, I want to ask you this. I'm glad I got you on, and then I got one. I talked to J-Mac about something I'm going to get off. So I want to bring up revisionist history, but multiple kids get on social media last night saying the folks that were scared of them folks on Camp Wisdom are gone. We here now. What does that mean?
I'm not gonna say any names, but yeah, there was a couple of seniors that graduated last year that during the rainstorm and stuff, they really didn't want to play. They were trying to lobby to get the game called, split the district championship. Even had one kid, I'm not gonna say his name, flat out said, "Hey, yeah, we can go win D2 because we simply can't beat those folks on Camp Wilson."
Yeah, I remember that.
Like I've been saying all year long, this team's mindset was completely different. This team mindset was, fuck them, we finna go hit them in the mouth. Them seniors, some of them seniors that led the team last year, they didn't want that smoke. And we just being real, they didn't want that smoke, man. They, like I said, they flat out said, hell, we can't beat them.
Wow.
I remember that newspaper article in the preseason because Todd talked about it on the Dub, actually. I remember that.
Wow. That just caught me off guard. I mean, in the locker room, things that go on that kids that get on social media and put that out there like that kind of just blew my mind.
Yeah, some like they was telling us, like I said, rainstorm last year when we was there. Some of the kids are like, some of the seniors are like, hey man, let's go on forfeit. Not all of them. It was a couple, but they basically were like, hey, let's not play it. Let's college splits or whatever going on home. They did not want their smoke. That's why I was like, it's a complete. When I said it was different here, that's kind of what I was referring to. Not to mention how we're different in the trenches also, but it was
Hey,
a my
Lamont.
point.
Lamont, like if you go back in last year, Durham had 309 yards rushing. Okay.
Yeah.
On 3 carries, he had 240 yards.
That's what he do.
So
What he do.
now you say 69 yards came on 12 carries. You see what we're talking about?
Yeah.
It's like against us, Durham had, I think, like 115.
Mm-hmm.
But 99 yards was on one play that first year we played.
Okay.
So it's like Durham is a back, like you can't look at him like
he Chris Johnson. You remember Chris Johnson? He Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, not literally, but that Chris Johnson wasn't a great NFL back, but shit, he almost had 2,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody finna argue with you about how great of a complete back he is or nothing like that. I'm talking about Chris Johnson. Durham actually got a little more in his bag, from what I seen.
Yeah, he does.
When I was talking about it, I wasn't taking away from his grade. I said, yeah, he got his yards, but I felt like, especially compared to the previous, he did a whole lot better job.
Well, I think because this was the first time they actually played from behind.
Yeah.
Because what people ain't talking about, the second half, Durham probably had 3-4 carries?
Yeah, he didn't get the ball.
No, he didn't get the ball. They're chucking that thing.
And that's also what I say about the different mindset. We have been up almost the first quarter and a half, and they tied it up 21-21. In previous years, we probably would have laid it down. But this should have roles reversed. Going into halftime, we're up 35-21. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think it was
I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm giving DeSoto all the credit for winning the game. But my point is, I felt that the game, and I'm gonna be honest, man. People, I don't want to say it, but I thought this was the play call, the worst game that I've seen him call for a while.
Some about offensively for them, why they never gave number 50 any help?
That's what I'm saying. I thought this was I thought he had a tough time calling plays last night. And I don't know what the cause was. I don't know if the head coach was in his ear. I don't know if he just had a bad game plan. I don't know if he just thought he was going to be able to, cruise by the third quarter. I don't know. All I do know is this was probably the worst game I've seen him call in a while.
You talking defense or offense?
Offense.
I think yeah. He got money in the bank with me. I love the way he called, but there was some things that he could have, because DeSoto basically at a point basically was trying to play without a safety.
Look, listen. They had 450 total yards and they scored 35 points. When have we seen Duncanville score 35 points and lose?
Never.
So I feel what y'all saying. Nah, you can't say you have. Not the samples error. You can't. So
what was that championship game score?
That they lost? Oh, the Hail Mary year. That was one.
Yeah.
Hail Mary year. That was one.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
No, it's not the play caller. No, he just said samples. He didn't say the play caller.
Yeah. So I'm saying I feel what y'all saying, and it's easy to look in hindsight. And I don't know the man. It's easy to look in hindsight and feel like what could have been done better after a loss. But again, when did Duncanville have 450 total yards and scored 35 points and lost?
They have. So that's why I don't agree.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Well, let's flip it over to my man Zach, the shorts watcher.
If you lose if under regular sample coach team, if you score 35, I guarantee you the winning percentage is in the upper 90%.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, tell me this, man, because y'all are two defensive coaches, right?
I'm a football coach.
Oh, my bad. You're a football coach that used to be a DC and a linebacker coach, right? Can we go there? Can we agree on that?
And I'm an O-line mindset coach.
Okay, that's good. Ward, you still a DC or you change yours?
I'm a Texas high school football analyst, man. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So let's tell me this, man. What took Duncanville so long to adjust to what? And I wish Will was here because Will was making a big. I watched the game with Will. Me and him was side by side.
We're gonna chop it up now. Hey, Will done came up to me like, "Hey, Ward, they struggle when you go three down. Hey, they sitting that front, they sliding that last third and long, they slid it to the field. See if they do it again. If they do, set that tackle. Like Will be whispering.
Ward, I promise you, Ward, that game, that first half, Will was having a fit because Duncanville never adjusted to them bringing number 70 in at that wing position right there, at that tight end. And
I'm gonna give you an example, and it's gonna first go back to what Todd said. When you have been so successful at doing what you do and really running into people, like if we go back to I want to say after the year after JJ's junior year, from JJ's junior year to now, right? Duncanville defensively has been able to do what they do, and they've only ran into 5 games maybe where somebody could match them physically up front, right? IMG, Mater Day, North Shore, 4 times? So that's 6 games. And then South Lake that 1 year. When you look at South Lake that year, they were so worried about yours passing, they played with a short box. And they felt like they was fine. And that second half, they kept doing all of the smoke and mirrors to get to trips, to get them to play with that short box and just ran it. That's where everybody was Black Shy, sorry. So I remember that. I remember social media that next day. You remember that? Yeah. They were playing with that short box. That lineman was coming free, getting on Black Shy. He wasn't used to having to fight off that block because he'd been covered up all year, you know? And so it was the same kind of thing. It go back to what Todd said. When you don't got to go in the bag a lot, you talking about 7 games in what's this, 7 years? You know what I'm saying? So the adjustments to be made, you know, I just put myself in that position. When you're able to just say, this is what we do, and we're gonna put it on the D line, and if we short, they're gonna kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that the eyes to even look to change that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a part of you. You know what I mean? I mean, like we said, I can name 2 games where I seen this happen, and that's 2 games in that South Lake game. Yours is this is 3rd year in college now. He was a junior. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 or 5 years ago. So that's twice we could say they done try to play somebody with a short box and it didn't work out. You know what I mean? It ain't too many other teams that can say that. So, you know, it's hard to put a lot of it on coaching because to prep for that moment that never comes. You feel me? It's hard to say they should have done this. I mean, it's easy to say this now. You know what I mean? But in game, you feel like one thing I can say that I don't know if people paid attention to. The second half, Duncanville D-line came out and tried to play through DeSoto O-line and played better.
Yeah, they did.
So a lot of the adjustment was getting them to get up off their ass. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen until later. So their adjustment was, we know what our guys can do. We got to get them up off their ass. And they started coming off the ball and they started squeezing it. That's why them drives started early and a lot of the passing was there. They were stopping the run when the second half started. So you see what I'm saying? The adjustment wasn't schematic. It was like Todd saying about the O-line. It was mentality. It just took them too long to get it done. And that's where that drive hurt you so bad that Todd talking about, because it's hard to get that mentality fixed when these just ran it down your throat. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't come to the sideline after. I done been in many games where it's a lot of adjustments to make in football with pulls and deep balls and double passes and all of that. But when they lining up, running the same play right at you, it ain't that adjustment is different. and if your kids don't stop it the way they come to the sideline, it's some recovery that gotta happen. This is where the offense driving the ball, controlling the ball, gives the defense time to get to feel better about that. Now, if they score quick, they right back out there with the same attitude. If they 3 and out, they right back out there with the same. Like, that's the part of the game where people say complimentary football.
Yeah.
You know, they couldn't get their feet under them after that drive because it was moving so fast. The traditional Duncanville has been, this is where people talk about Durham and Matlock. The traditional Duncanville is pounding all the way down the field. So even if they have that kind of drive or that kind of play, they able to regroup. That wasn't the case. It took to halftime, and then they came out and it was like, okay, they playing through them now. I remember telling somebody, okay, they still got a shot. They playing through them. They can't give up no deep balls. That's what I said. But then the penalty started, and the mistakes, and then the fake punt. The fake punt. That's where that play comes in because now they finally getting it together, getting stops. Fake punt, score. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like it just was it was one thing after another every time they try to get their feet under.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And man, like y'all don't know what it's like when you got to look into a group of kids' eyes. like I'll tell you, like as a coach, that shit is different when you telling the kid, hey, we got to do this, or you just didn't do this. It's a difference when you tell the motherfucker, goddamn, you got to bow the fuck up.
and he coming back from getting his ass kicked over and over and over.
And that's where somebody like track guru Coach Brookins, you know, he always be talking, but sometimes that's probably the main thing that made Duncanville defense good with Matlock is because it may take Matlock 15 plays to get the same result that Durham get in one. But them 15 plays take time off the clock, and it allows your defense not to be on the field as much. But if you go back and look at that game, it was one play touchdown. Duncanville kind of drove the ball, got a penalty, got a field goal. Kicked the ball off, one play touchdown on the kickoff return. Then they got the ball back, they kick another field goal. Durham go one play touchdown. Then he come back with another one play touchdown. Like they defense to me, they got drained too. And you got big boy leaning on you. So, you know, that should take that should take an effect over time. And then, you know, you talking about shit. That shit real, man. It's like, and what be killing me is people be like, they defense, they do what they always do as far as alignment and assignment football that they normally play, but don't nobody say nothing about it when it's effective. But the moment you find them 1 or 2 games where it's ineffective, then it's a big thing. Because if you go watch North Shore play. North Shore play with 11 people up in the fucking box. Mainly damn near like a 6-1 defense. The free safety be right there up like a damn Michael linebacker.
Yep.
Following, chasing the guy around wherever he goes, spying the quarterback or the running back. Like it's the same type of shit.
That's it. It don't change. That's what they do.
Like they don't change. They don't do too much neither. If you look at
let's give them a shout out because they were supposed to have a tough game and they just completely beat the shit out of it.
I mean, they did, but man, that shit down there in Houston, damn near.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, that was the thing. Everybody was like, you had Duncanville, DeSoto, and you had North Shore, Tascasita. Everybody was like, that's the same. But I'm like, shit, I don't know.
Nah, it ain't the same because Tascasita has never been on top of North Shore.
Mm-hmm.
DeSoto has been on top of Duncanville before. Like Duncanville has won state championship twice in the last 10 years. Tascasita, that shit just a new school, I think, with some funny letters in it. That shit don't compare.
Wow.
You said some funny letters.
I mean, I'm being real with you. Like a Tascasita ain't on the same level as Duncanville when you start talking about.
You mean DeSoto?
Yeah, DeSoto, as far as what you talking about, like you over the last 20 plus years. Like that shit don't go the same. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm just repeating what's out there. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute on paper and shit, but a Tascasita they ain't never beat them before. DeSoto has beat Duncanville before. Like it just been a change in the guards over some years.
Right.
So you know.
Shit, can you hear me, J Mac?
Now what you got, big homie?
So I'm gonna get this off and get ready for the day. So check this out. So the last couple of weeks, I'm on the field, striped up, and after watching that DeSoto game, knowing they going D2, y'all got some minefields to y'all got some minefields to navigate. You play Capel, you're looking in the mirror. I don't care what nobody say to me. I sat there and watched them for 6 quarters.
Now, G, you my boy.
Yeah.
We talking to hold on. Are we talking to DeSoto?
DeSoto and Capel.
Come on, man. We not looking in the mirror. Come on.
Yes, sir. They beat their monster. Louisville.
Louisville lost 3 games this year. What are we talking about?
Listen to me.
I saw Capel last year against McKinney in the playoffs.
Listen to me.
They may be a good football team, but come on, this is extreme.
I know.
This is so below Fort Worth and yourself.
I know you're the smartest man in the room. I know. All I got to do is ask you. But check this out. Capel got something.
For sure.
They got something.
Coach G, let me say this now. That's what a lot of people are getting misconstrued that we really the Capels, the South Lakes, the North Crowley, who's ever on that side of the bracket, we wouldn't have to see those guys till the semifinals. We go more so the Waco, the South area.
Yeah, Capel got to make it like we talk about Division 2. Capel got to get out of McKinney, North Crowley, South Lake, Geyer. Like they got to get to DeSoto. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I think. Okay.
Now, if you said North Crowley, maybe they looking in the mirror or something. I'd have been wrong.
Crowley won't make it out the first round, and I hate that.
I said North Crowley. I'm not talking about Crowley.
North Crowley. That by district gonna be rough for them.
By district.
Yes.
Who they play?
Yeah. Who they play?
They play like a L.
It's not figured out yet. It's not figured out yet.
Hold on. Now, I believe they're going D1. I don't think
let me go to Trusty Matt Steps thing.
So D1 was Timber Creek and Keller.
And they're gonna beat the shit out of anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dog.
I'm disappointed in you today.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, North Crowley is only losing to Duncanville or DeSoto. They is not losing nobody else.
You think so?
No. You can't quite just say that yet, Jay. Man.
You think so?
I just watched them play the other week. I'm saying that.
You saying who? North Crowley?
I'm saying North Crowley. Now I will say this. Okay. I will favor North Crowley against anybody but Duncanville or DeSoto. Yeah, especially D1, because they're gonna beat Prosper this year.
I'm not like I said, D1 is probably gonna go chalk, like you said. D1 is probably gonna go chalk. I think D2 is loaded with bangers.
It is. I do. In that region, it is. That's a tough region.
And D2 is loaded with bangers. I do. I do. And I believe, and like I said, I believe Capel is going to be a problem for some people. I watched him for 6 quarters.
I don't disagree. And the head coach of DISD grad, so I
love him. I talked to him. I love him. I never thought in my wildest years that I would sit on the field and the coach at Hebron and the coach at Capel looked like me. Loved it. Byron Nelson has the best receiver core. My goodness. That receiver core. Now, I ain't talking about one guy, the core. And it wasn't close against South Lake. They thoroughly handled them boys. And that shocked me. So I think D2, I think D1 is going to go chalk. D2, I think it's going to be land. It's full of landmines. I do. And I also do believe, and I still believe, whether if they can't get them inside, weather gonna play a part. But I think it's some D2 is gonna be strong in 6A.
Hey, CJ Max, because you bring up the Houston school, I don't got no knowledge about now. And
Yeah,
that
and you know,
Coca-Cola got on my ass.
Jacoby, he had to come check you, man.
My bad, Coca.
Oh, I forgot about Jacoby was the DC.
But that's why I'm telling J-Mac, like we ain't no statewide broadcast, man. Like
no,
we
not. And
we
you're right.
area.
I didn't bring it up to you as an expert. I just brought it up because people was talking about it. Now I didn't know Jacoby was still.
I forgot about Jacoby and the Taskasita, man.
And Jacoby,
you know damn well we don't know nothing about the Taskasita down here in Dallas, really, until the last couple of years.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Jacoby. He hurry up, correct that shit.
Hey, fact check. That's what I'm talking about, Jacoby. Fact check these fools.
Hey, that from now he the Houston rep.
Yeah, he the Houston Evans. We're gonna bring him on in the playoffs to talk about the Houston. What's going on?
And shit, like we be knowing some people down there like that.
Your segment gonna be called The Pulse in Houston. Because we gotta keep up with
it look like you gonna be free during the playoffs, so just come on in, Jacoby.
Hey, don't do it like that, Jay, man. Goddamn.
Come on in.
Me and you both thought they was gonna be in, man.
I thought, I called it. I was dead serious. Now I thought it was gonna be Skyline Cedar Hill. And shout out to Cedar Hill because we still got them. You know what I'm saying? We still got.
Have they clinched? Has Cedar Hill officially clinched?
They should.
From what I understand, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. From what I understand, that they can't. No tiebreaker can knock them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the forfeit, and then on
right. There's no tiebreaker that can knock them out.
Got the tiebreaker over there also. So yeah, they're pretty much.
Hey, Jacoby, I don't need no more enemies from you young ass coaches. You my homie, dog. You my homie, my brother. My brother man, black man, brother man, my main man, the Houston Connect.
Yeah,
we good.
What up?
I need to go check out Compare then. I need to go watch Compare. I need to go try to watch them then.
Yes, sir.
I watched them against they played somebody early in the year. I watched them.
Number one.
Because I be keeping up with Antonio Wiley because I do think he do a good job. Because I watched him when they was at Wichita Falls Hershey.
He got a matchup problem. Number one is a matchup problem. 6'5", power forward, long jump, high jump, 200.
That's the kid that played for Grind, I think, Todd. Oh, the quarterback and the tall wideout. That's the two kids that play for Grind.
Yeah, no, North Texas commit. That kid a matchup problem.
And then what I want all y'all fans out here to know too, man. Like, don't think none of us teams got no easy road where y'all just penciling shit in.
Oh no. Oh no.
Especially y'all, Tyler. Y'all had a hell of a road last year. I don't think people really understood that. Like, out of all the teams in the South, these three teams I got on my shirt right here, DeSoto had it easy. And Duncanville had it easy. But y'all had a hell of a motherfucking road.
I mean, I think out of the top 5 teams in our division in the state, I think 3 of them in our region.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see one of them in the second round. Oh, damn, we got to get there first.
Yeah, who y'all got the first round, Todd? Do y'all know that?
More likely going to be playing them boys from Everman, man.
Oh, man, y'all got Snowman, man. He might distract y'all. He bring that grill and cook y'all some turkey legs.
Who?
Boy.
Tell him come on pregame.
And that Carnage hen. That man can smoke a Carnage hen.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, man, that dude right there be on that grill, dog.
But I'm ready. I'm ready to test this shit out this year too, though, man. I really want to. I'm really anticipating these games coming up, man.
Hey, to the homie Singleton. No, I don't think. I think 6A D2 is way harder than D1 this year.
This year,
no doubt.
This year,
no doubt.
I believe it's gonna be harder. It's way better teams that's down there. But luckily for y'all don't have to face. Y'all not gonna face them until about the fourth round, fifth.
Yeah. The region and Singleton. The region. What are y'all region 1, right?
Yeah, and the region 2 hard one.
Yeah. Region. Y'all in the easier region of the two. Region 2. It's a lot of hurdles in that one.
Oh damn, Duncanville decided on them they region 1?
No,
It might be fifth. No, they region 2, and the other one's region 1. I'm saying it wrong. I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, region 1 and D2 is harder.
Like
teams,
right?
Yeah,
that's like Athletes, Geyer. I think it's where Capel will be at.
Byron Nelson,
McKinney.
Yeah.
Prosper.
Euless
Trent. What's Euless? No, Euless Trent be big.
We had Pflugerville Weiss the first round. Then we came back and had Heat. Then we, like I say, went back south again toward Austin area and Houston.
McLean.
Yeah, we didn't see. Yeah, we had Harker Heights.
Oh man, I see my guys in here talking tonight, man. What's up, my homie Wiley? Coach Bonner, what's happening, Coach Bonner?
That's what I thought. I thought Prosper was D1. I thought who's the D2? Is it?
Well, what Bonner talking about, J-Mac?
He said
he just said that he D1. I saw him in there. That's my dog right there, man.
Hey, you know what? Y'all know something funny? When Bonner said we D1, I thought about him still being at North Mesquite.
Dog, y'all basketball.
I was about to say, what are you talking about?
Who D2, Bonner? Is that McKinney, and who else? Who's the damn it? Is it Rock? Not Rock. It can't be Rock Hill. It's
y'all go. It'll be in the papers in a minute. In a week.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll get Max Step on
Geyer. Geyer's in that district. Geyer.
We'll take care of all that Wednesday with Max Step on, bro. You know he's sleeping right
Geyer's in that district.
All right.
Hey, J-Mac.
Who y'all got first round? Because if y'all
Wiley,
won,
it's Wiley.
Right?
I just looked at it. It's Wiley, and then second round will be Waxahachie. I was just looking at it.
Oh, so they missed Duncanville.
They won the district, so that they wouldn't see a 1 seed in the second round. They would see Duncanville to the 4th round. They'll see another 1 seed in the 3rd round. You know, they don't meet up to the 3rd round. So because they won the district again. It's a rematch from last year, Waxahachie.
Hey, all I know is
we got first round since you're looking, man. If you don't mind.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I talk about it now is because a bunch of the teams they got buys this week. So
hey, J-Mac, 40 offense. They heard us. They showed up, huh?
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Coach Fleener, man. I heard Coach Fleener TikTok video went down about 50% after I had a nice little conversation about let's get in the field room and score some touchdowns. Shout out to Coach Fleener, man.
They scored. I saw the McKinney North. I was looking at the score. I said, okay, the offense done showed back up. That's what I was talking about.
You know, it ain't always. You know, sometimes criticism can be constructive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, teams got and you know this, Coach Ward, and Coach Todd is the head coach. I'm pretty sure he preaches this. When you're in the red zone, dog, you need touchdowns. You can't stall out. And you really don't need to be kicking field goals.
Hey, J-Mac, let me ask you a question. Since we on this 40 district, Port Arthur Memorial got that ass popped this weekend. So if Lancaster pours it out Friday, do you believe in them to get back? Who would they see now? Who's winning that district?
It's Babers Hill. I believe. Unless somebody lose something they ain't supposed to lose or something. I saw it on Twitter. I can't remember.
Professor Diggs put it up.
Yeah, it's Babers Hill.
Westenberg and them at? Ain't Allen no coach there?
That's the old Allen coach there, right?
I thought so.
I thought that was Barber's Hill.
Oh,
it might be the same.
Same school. Yeah.
Same thing, right? Yeah. It's Lancaster. The same thing. Lancaster.
Now.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I gotta root for Coach Paul, right? I'm gonna go down on the ship. Because I feel like at this point it's do or die. And he and to his credit, they playing like it, right? They playing. So
like what they're deliberate in what they're doing right now, and I like that for them.
I told y'all 5 weeks ago.
Lufkin or is Lufkin coming to Lancaster?
They come to Lancaster. I told y'all
Yeah,
this.
man, don't be trying to make us have a road trip, man. I'm Weibo right now, man.
I told y'all this shit.
Hey, we gonna come through, man.
I believe it, dog. Like I feel like it's almost be destined if they beat Lufkin. It's almost like you gotta go down there and win that first round.
Mm-hmm.
Now, second round, we'll talk about it when we get there. But
1 week at a time.
Yeah.
The hard part, man, is it's like that hump, right? When you got the team and you a team like them, they can play. You know, they up on Longview first half, and then you play down, and then you take this L, and then you should have beat Geyer. It's so small the margin of error because at any given moment it could go the other direction, and they can start beating the hell out of people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the hard thing about Lancaster. They done been so many different teams, but they done been able to compete with, like, we respecting Geyer in the 6A D2 playoffs, and they should have beat Geyer. So the level that they're capable of playing at, you know what I mean? That's what makes it tricky, because if they figure it out, they dangerous. And it's like last year, like I was saying about Summit. Lancaster, if they figure it out, they not the team they're not the 4 seed you want to see. That's a bullshit draw.
They could knife through 3 rounds before you know
it. They mess up. They like a bracket buster in March Madness, man. You don't want to see them in them situations, because the teams you thought was gonna guarantee get to the 4th round or whatever, now they playing them first round.
Right.
You know, and for a lot of them teams with what Lancaster has and what they played, you ain't Cedar Hill the same way. You don't want to play that team because that you ain't seen that level of physicality and speed all season. Now where they at, they seeing it all the time. But that's a tough matchup, dog. First round, I'm telling you, man. That's when them teams. It'd be a tricky game.
And go back to what Coach Todd and you, Coach Ward, always talk about, that schedule. You start looking at who they done played. You like, that game might be. They can go.
I remember that year, DeSoto went 6-6. I think this was Peterman's first year, and I remember everybody was, because it was his first year, and Coach Mathis had left, and everybody was talking so reckless on. So now it wasn't to the degree now because the groups wasn't as popping or whatever, but they were 6-6, and I remember looking at the teams they lost to, and they was all close games. It was Cibolo Steel, IMG, Allen. Allen was at the end. It was a dog fight with a last second field goal. It was it was Cedar Hill, but this is Joy McGuire Cedar Hill. Like, they lost 6 games real close to real teams. You know what I'm saying? And I remember people talking about it like he just did such a shitty job. I'm like, man, these people they played top 10 teams half of their games. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same, man. I wouldn't be surprised if either one of them teams make a run to the 3rd or 4th round after everything. Whatever.
I saw Wiley was talking about Byron Nelson. He said they're the truth on defense. How do you see that matchup if they come up against DeSoto, Wiley? Just let me know.
Byron Nelson and DeSoto?
Because one thing I will talk about Coach Varner, man. Coach Varner, he was my Ward before I met Ward. Like, I used to talk to Wiley all the time about football, especially when he's at Mesquite Horn.
Oh, so basically you dumped him when you met Ward?
Well, he went to North Mesquite.
Wow.
He went to North Mesquite, and it kind of fell off. Credibility kind of fell off.
Hey, J-Mac don't mess with coaches at losing schools, man.
I don't fool with the losers, but I love you. I love you. You know, but now, how do you see that? Let me see if you see it. So, oh yeah, okay. He say Cedar Hill not the team we say that they played week 1. So answer me this though. Like, you was talking about Byron Nelson. Byron Nelson will go D2, right? Would they
Yeah, they definitely D2.
Yeah, they D2.
They definitely D2.
How do you see that with 11 returners on defense? All 11 returning. All 11 starters on defense is coming back, which is one of the reasons why they beat Southlake.
Oh, from Byron Nelson.
Of course.
Byron Nelson.
I think they had a real secondary last year. I don't think I knew them kids came back. They got like a safety that's the truth.
Every one of those secondaries is P5 kids. Every last one.
Yeah, I remember them last year. Yeah, they was the truth.
That linebacker Obongo is sideline to sideline.
But this is the problem. The problem is the teams that we're talking about got front play and skill kids.
Right.
And it's hard when you play a team. That's where, like Ty said, man, the 7-on-7 guys don't matter in real football. They just got to make the play. When you know a kid from Duncanville that ain't never seen his D line not get pressure, he's now playing a different game than he's ever played.
Right.
I'm saying that day, you know, so that's gonna be the hard thing, because I mean, DeSoto, they front show me now they still got to show up and play in all these games. You know, I'm not just gonna assume that they're gonna be who they were against Duncanville every week. You know what I'm saying? They got to show up, but they've shown they're capable of it.
Show up. But one thing I would say, man, and we're gonna get out of here. We ain't gonna go too much longer. But Big Byron Washington, dog, if he get his hands on you, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that kid. I'm gonna be watching that kid for years. I just want to see how he develops, like physically, like how he moves better, because he interesting. Hey, Bun said DeSoto by 17.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's possible.
Now hold on, Coach. You kind of saying Byron Nelson will give the DeSoto problem.
They will give him problems. Listen. Byron Nelson is, and I hate to use this word because I've been out there on the field. I've watched them. I've been an umpire and a back judge. They are the most finesse. Their route running is precise. That ball is on the way before that receiver comes out of the break. That quarterback is like that. That linebacker Obongo and that back seven, that backside is like that. Listen, when I was on the field with that South Lake game, it wasn't close. It wasn't close. Now, Mr. Varner, I believe, and South Lake ain't physical, and DeSoto damn show is. I think that might be the difference.
Yeah. So is Byron Nelson a physical team?
Say what now?
Is Byron Nelson a physical team?
No, they're a finesse team.
Well, ain't no way to hell.
The defense is physical, but the offense isn't.
But that's fine because you got an undersized D line with DeSoto. I think you could get away with a little finesse with DeSoto, but you got to be physical against DeSoto offense. Like that ain't yesteryear's DeSoto offense.
Yeah, I think that'll be that game or be up at the Star like that Geyer game, and it's how DeSoto start.
Hey, this not the kid, the quarterback from Byron Nelson last year was a senior, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was J-Man, when we had that conversation, he was the one I picked as the best quarterback in the area last year. So I liked him the best. Right. So that's why when he's saying the quarterback is real, I'm like, damn, they got another one.
They got another one.
It might be something they doing schematically or something.
They got another one. That kid, before the receiver come out of the break, that ball is on the way.
I need to look into who that OC is. Or quarterback or whatever. Quarterback coach.
I met him. Grizzly old guy, but he nice. I mean, that offense, they've been built. They had a big old write up on them in the Star Telegram. Nobody read the paper no more. But he you don't want to hear about who got killed. But anyway, they have been building. They have been building towards that. You know, last year they felt like they were a year early, but I like them a lot, and that's right, Coach Mr. Varner. They are a system team.
Yeah,
literally.
That's a good way to put it. I ain't heard that.
They are a system team. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
I'm gonna get Coach Varner on here with you, Ward. Probably have to be in the off season. We could talk.
No, I've been knowing Varner for a long time, man.
But I'm just saying it's gonna be good talk just to have both of y'all on here. Cause both of y'all like real, y'all pronounce y'all R's and everything.
Oh yeah, Twix. That quarterback last year was like that. This quarterback this year is coached up. He's coached up. He's putting the ball in a spot, and the receivers are coming to get it. You're right.
But that's gonna be interesting. That's something to look forward to. I think that's gonna be this year's Denton Guy. What you say, Lamar? Probably so, huh? Look forward to that game.
Was South Lake Carroll, but I've been trying to watch that game all weekend. But it's been tripping. I guess Byron Nelson proved me wrong. I thought it was gonna be us and South Lake in that 5th round matchup.
What you say, Todd?
I say, we got a long way to be talking about December football, fellas.
That's true.
You're right.
You're right.
For November.
One week at a time.
You're right.
Yeah.
So just tell me this, man. Before we get out of here, Todd, I want your closing word. A sock over Seagoville by how much?
And I'm going out there. The seed is already secured. I'm going out there to get ready for hopefully it's Everman that we playing in round 1. And we just trying to get step 1 out the way and march this shit on. Trying to get to December 16th one day.
I can't wait for the Everman, man. Because Everman gave y'all hell to that last time y'all played them in the first round. That was a good game. I was there. That was a good game.
We still won by 21 though.
But it was a good game. Before
no, it was. It had its ups and downs, but
I ain't gonna lie. After that game, that probably was the last time I picked against Sock. Was after that Everman game because I picked Frisco.
I just really want to do something this year, man. If we can make history again, because all 3 teams could possibly play on the same day, it's a possibility. I think if we do it again, it's gonna be some shit to get shook up in Dallas.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see which
because
coach
the feds is coming.
close. Is it gonna be Zach or Coach Chadwick?
I'm talking about them feds, them federales coming, and we do this shit again.
They already looking.
They mad. They gonna be mad. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hey, I argue.
If this right here one more time.
Hey, I argue with some Anglo person for probably 4 or 5 hours this morning in another group about open enrollment. Like that's their battle cry now. And I'm like, dog, open enrollment been around forever. Like, what nobody saying that y'all wasn't complaining about open enrollment when Joe Martin was doing it and he was the GOAT at Garland. Now he the head of the Texas High School Coach Association. Why is it such a problem now? Well, we know why it is. Because now we done figured it out and we win it. So now it's open enrollment. So yeah, them feds coming now.
Yeah, they coming. If this shit happen again,
hey,
somebody
man,
getting.
We just gonna save them a table. We gonna save them a table because the party going down.
Oh yeah, say man, if I'm able to get to that goddamn interview table this time, I'm guaranteed this shit going viral.
Hey man, at some point, Coach Todd gonna say, "Give me my goddamn respect."
Nah, I just
that's what he said last year when we won. He was screaming, "Put some respect on that shit."
But he gonna be saying it real loud.
Because
get that shirt ready.
Man, like people don't realize, like a lot of people don't realize, J Mac, what a lot of people is doing is great. I'm talking about for all around the state of Texas. But for us, it's SOC. And it's not biased because I'm at SOC. This shit the greatest high school story gonna ever be told.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Because you can't go nowhere in the state. You can't go nowhere in the state of Texas and find this story. Like we in the goddamn metropolitan district with all these schools. Like nobody, like it never been done before. Like many people don't won at a one-horse time. That shit happen all the time. People done repeated at a one-horse time. Name a multi-school team that's done repeated. And for us to have the opportunity to go out and defend this shit one more time and do it for 3, And if God see the same in the end, when we get this motherfucker, we finna shake some shit up around this motherfucker. And I'm telling the world right now. Don't let us get to that goddamn podium. Because I got some shit to say. And I don't give a damn who heard. And people gonna put some respect on this shit. Like, J-Man, like, come on now. Like,
I would
like, nah,
I feel your pain.
Like, you can say, like when you say Duncanville, DeSoto, yeah, but them one horse towns.
They are.
Like, you can say Katy, they got boys in school, but they don't be winning shit no more. You can say, I mean, you got all the teams that won. It ain't never been nobody like this before.
Yeah.
And what they gonna say?
It's almost at a disadvantage that your reign just so happened to coincide with DeSoto and Duncanville. Because I really feel like our eyes should be on you. But
no, I think I like it the way it is. Because even when you look at it, and you can say we not at the highest level, but when them coaches was at this level, we've still been able to do something they didn't accomplish.
That's right. Because you had Austin LBJ, you had Lincoln, Marshall.
Yeah, you know, so when you start looking at it, it's always a possibility for one of us to go up and go to the next level and pull it off too. But they can never come back down. So that's why I think it all works together and it all co-aligns because we all got a part to play. We all got a division to conquer. At the same time, we all coming back to the same crib at the end of the day. And I really, you know, I just want everybody blessing on this run. Because I'm be cheering for the other cats, you know, around that I got to tap to. But,
yeah. Well, the battle is over, right? Like, that's the battle is gonna be next year. Everybody don't play each other. Everybody did what they had to do. Now it's time to let's meet up in December.
Yeah, and that's the goal that's been going on dialogue back door. Even after the ass kickers we done took for both of them, it's about making sure that we come together for the common good and let's finish this shit out the right way where everybody can celebrate because we gonna all play on the same day if we all just get to the fucking goal.
That's it. I mean, right now, everybody should be wishing positive energy on everybody. Like,
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I want them to make it. I can't wait to. Well, I want, you know, because I like to vision shit in my head before we get to do it. Because before the shit come reality, I got to visualize that shit. So I'm visualizing walking out the stadium and then Duncanville walking in that hole. And then knowing that I ain't finna leave because I'm finna kick it like a motherfucker. And then DeSoto finna come play to finish the night off at the end. And J-Mac, I'm gonna act a damn fool.
Hey, I'm gonna be there. They might. Hey, I already got kicked out of one stadium this year. Hell, I might just go on and kick out another one. Then, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, go ahead and go on to.
One more thing. That's like J-Mac. I'm gonna get a dub sweep if we all make it. Todd got the sweep. Y'all can hold that shit down until I get up there after the game.
Oh, we're going to party like a mother. I promise you that. We're going to make a record because we're going to be the first Negroes get kicked out of sweep, probably.
Hey, and like Keys say, Alito played the night before, and then you got to go back to, this shit ironic. This senior class right here was the freshman class when we started playing against Alito in games. And I guarantee you, nobody in their mind would have thought that Alito and Sock freshman class would be contending for their third state championship. They thought Alito would be there. But just think, we got Sock in the same breath as Alito. While freshmen, since they've been in high school, we got a chance to compete for a third state championship. That's real shit.
Hey, J-Mac, and to that point, I remember after that season, our first coaches meeting, Key's son or Keys or Mook, one of them, he was working out in Mook, and they've had a video posted him lifting all this weight. You know, he a freshman. And touchdown Chris was our running back, the one at Conrad now.
Shout out to Conrad.
And the same thing Todd said in the meeting. Todd was like, now it's crazy. People gonna expect us to win, but our best player, we don't know where he at. And look at what they best players doing. This is but we gotta win with this.
We got the same expectations.
Same expectations.
I was out there goddamn trapping and rapping and robbing. I kid, and they kid in the goddamn weight room doing power cleans.
Extra. Hey, not at the school. He done did his power cleans at the school. He go to another place to get some more power cleans.
Your best player out there hang with Coach Chadwood in the trap, huh?
Hey, tell me this ain't the greatest story in Texas high school football. J-Mac, Coach Todd signing out. I ain't coming back till it's over. Goodbye, Dub.
That's my guy, dog. You want to drop the mic too, Ward, or you want to let Lamar get his off?
Nah, Lamar got it, man. I ain't dropping no mic.
Go ahead, Lamar, man. Give us a shout out, homie.
Man, just shout out to the youth. We've been telling y'all all year, y'all ain't want to believe it. So it's just different over here. That's it, man. Let's go win state.
I gotta ask you a question, Bud. For me saying that y'all the number one team, am I riding y'all jock now, or am I just being a righteous media guy and just calling it like it is?
Hell yeah, you ride. You need a condom, goddamn. Nah.
That's that culture over there, Ward. You see it? That's the culture. That's the culture.
Nah, you know I'm bullshitting now, man. You
I
know
do it.
Yeah. But nah, it's like you say, you just being the media guy. You know, man, you talk at halftime of the game, man. You know, you just being a media guy. So, you know, it is what it is.
No, it is. And y'all are the team right now. Y'all the big dog. And I would treat it. You always ask me this, right, LeBron? What you always ask me? After we beat Duncanville, are we gonna get the same treatment?
Yeah.
Now all I'm wondering is, am I the same thing? What's the big dog? Because I'm giving y'all the same treatment. Because y'all the big dog.
Yeah. You right. I mean,
you see what I'm saying? It's funny. It's just funny to me. But you my dog. You my dog, man. All y'all cool with me, man. All y'all cool with me.
Man, you chop it up out there all the time about, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just felt good, though, for this little 5A team that can't even afford enough decals to go handle business Saturday.
I know it, dog. It's a remarkable story. I'm impressed because I didn't see it coming. I was expecting y'all to lose by less than around 7 points.
Like I say,
you did what you did.
We've been telling y'all all year, we different in the trenches. It's a different mindset over here. Like I say, 24, 25, 26. Remember years ago, people were laughing, say, oh, this other getting out of them DFW League kids, they ain't gonna do nothing.
Man, wasn't nobody laughing saying that. Stop that, man.
Shit.
Man, wasn't nobody Lamont. See, you just ruined a good moment. You see, J-Man? You see? He just ruined a great moment. Like you was getting your flowers and you just went too far. Ain't nobody looked at them DFW League kids from that. I don't even like Little League. But I knew about them kids. I didn't see nobody say them kids wasn't gonna do that, dog. No, they didn't.
J-Mac, am I lying? Did they not say, oh, they getting them Little League superstars and think they gonna be doing something?
Nah, I'm talking about that group of kids.
It was a section that said that DeSoto wasn't gonna win with the Little League superstar. I give you that. You said
back here, Coach Ward.
All right, man. All right, you got me.
Hey man, I appreciate you though, homie. Coach Ward, what you got, man, on the way out? I know you like Todd. Am I not gonna hear from you till the season?
Nah. You know, once we get in the playoffs. Yeah, I said I was gonna stop these last two games, but yeah. You know, when we get, it's like last year. We'll get in the comments every now and then or be late, but nah, the film time. This Sunday my film time, man. So I'll probably be listening.
Okay. No. I know you. I know you'll be listening, and we always talk behind the scenes anyway. So that's all good. LeBron, it's your job. We gotta find us some one and done coaches to be able to come on Sunday nights.
Coach
Paul, find us some of the one and done coaches.
Coach Paul will be free in 2 weeks.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Damn. Coach Paul, you cussed him out. I don't got cussed out enough. I'm tired of getting cussed out. What do you Negro gonna catch me on a bad day though? But anyway, salute, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning
Good luck
in.
to everybody in these playoffs, man.
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach starting